you hear me?
I was literally taking a shower and I got the notification. I had to sign in. I didn't want to miss anything.
Well, good. It should be about.
Hello.
Hello.
Should be about 15 people
Oh,
total.
so someone can hear me.
Can you guys hear me as well?
I can
Yes.
hear you,
Okay.
but I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm going to ask
Okay,
you
good.
guys to put the mute on because I don't want any back noise from your house as kids and TV and shit. I don't want to hear that. And
Oh, my kids ain't. No, they out the room.
Done.
okay, so unless you have a question and I kind of open up the form for you to ask it, you just kind of listen. Now, if you have a question, you can either, if you look on here, I'm going to give you a little brief tutorial. If you look on there, you can raise your hand so that lets me to acknowledge you as well, okay? If you do like the little right click on where it says mute for wherever you are, it should give you the option to either raise your hand or to hide yourself if you have to step away or anything like that, okay? So at the beginning of this, I want everybody to kind of close your eyes because I want everybody to be in a good, everybody put your phones on mute or your recordings on mute. This is being recorded. This will be in the group. Malika, you all right? You good? Okay. All right. So I want everybody to put their phones on mute and I want everybody to kind of close your eyes, be like in a relaxed position. And I'm going to pray over this lesson so that we all are receptive. We all on one accord. Our spirits are right. We are receptive for receiving this information. We should all be like this every time you open up something when it comes to the occult. I'm going to read Psalms 23 and then I'm going to light my Psalms 23 candle. And it just says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lay down in the green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake, because we are God. That means it's in our name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Hell yeah, he does. We be sitting right in the middle of them motherfuckers. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. It overflows. Surely the goodness and the mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and it shall dwell in the house of the Lord, which is ourselves. Amen. Ashe. My petition is for this class. May it give you the opening. May it give you the cursive. May it give you the movement. May it give you the clearing, the cleansing, the direction, the guidance that you guys need so that you can go thus forward and be even greater in prosperity and abundance. I speak life, love, and health and wealth to the information that you are going to receive today. Ashe? All right.
Ashe.
All right. Wonderful. Everybody got their pens and papers ready?
Yep.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to ask is and I have one person that's here in my office that's going to be here too. So she going to, be in the mix as well. So my first question is, what do you think that witchcraft or the occult is? And no answer is wrong.
I think that it's your ability to manifest your own destiny and to kind of take your power back or your control back.
Anybody else?
Tapping into your own power.
You think it's magic? Okay. Anybody else?
Getting in touch with your ancestors, getting in touch with your past lives, understanding how we are really formed, spirituality, the connection, and understanding that we are here for more than one reason. Your group is what's joining us all together.
All right. What about you, Jacqueline? She raised her hand. Yes, Miss West.
Yes, ma'am. Understanding that we are a part of the collective, that we are a part of the divine, and knowing that we have the power and the energy to manifest, manipulate, and control as we choose to do so.
Anybody else? That's a very good answer. All of those are very good answers. Anyone else? No? No? Everybody? Okay. Does somebody want to say something before I start? All right. So early witches are practitioners or root workers. They practice witchcraft and they use magic spells and they called upon the spirits to help or bring about a change. That is why witchcraft was actually created, or it's talked about, or it's discussed in that way. Is to bring about a change. That's why it was created. It wasn't created to hex people. It wasn't created to make somebody that don't need to be bound to you. It wasn't created for all the things that we essentially kind of use it for now. It was created literally to bring about a change in our lives and using the natural things of the earth to help to create and manifest that change. That's why it existed. That's why it still exists today, because apparently they was on to something, right? They was on to something. They were apparently on to something. But that's why it was created. So we talk about witchcraft. One of the biggest things we have to learn how to do is to watch our intent. I-N-T-E-N-T. This is one of the most important components to witchcraft and to manifesting. I have a basic formula in which all should follow, right? What goes into the intent? Anybody can anybody tell me what goes into your intentions? Your thoughts. Okay. What else? There are no right or wrong answers.
Things you wish to manifest in your life.
Victoria?
Your desires.
What else?
Your purpose, the reason why you're doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. None of those are wrong. The basic formula in which all of us follow, you have to have imagery, you have to have timing, and you also have to have what's known as the spirit or the dead. Why do I say the spirit or the dead? Because it's an outside force that understands the human experience. What did I just say? It's an outside force that understands the human experience. A lot of reasons why things don't work for us because we are not connected to that outside force, right? That connects us and that had a human experience. This is why our ancestors are so important and essential to our workings. It is great to have your own personal power. Of course, that's number one. But the divine doesn't necessarily have to be an Orisha or a goddess. It certainly has to be you, though, and what you connect to. A lot of you guys don't connect to anything or people or anything else, and then you wonder why your manifestations ain't working. Well, you got to connect to something. You got to connect to nature. You got to connect to something greater than you that understands what the human experience is. Does that make sense? So connection is key. And if you are not aligned or centered, or if you're not in the position to fully understand what it is that you're doing, nothing that you want will work. That's why I tell you guys all the time, why are you so emotional? If you were more connected to your ancestor line, known and unknown, if you were more connected to your spiritual side, your more natural side, you probably wouldn't go through half the shit that you go through because you would trust yourself throughout that process, right? But you don't. Something happens, somebody make you mad, you get emotional as fuck, and then you talking out of the side of your fucking mouth and you saying all this old crazy shit. And when I tell people when I do work for people and I tell them I'm gonna do a petition for them, I want you to do a petition. It be some of the most dumbest shit I've ever read in my life. And I'd be like, why the fuck did you write this? That's not even fucking realistic. Well, I want her to, I want him to, and he better, and he, girl, you think that's how we talk to our ancestors? You think that's control? If manipulation and domination is what we use to create a change, what the fuck you think you giving him when you talking like that? Nobody can curse a motherfucker with their mouth better than me. But I've learned not to be emotional with it. Because when you're emotional, you control nothing. And if I could get that through half of folks, it be some bad motherfuckers. It be better than them calling themselves bad name shit. All right. Now, what is intent? Intent is simply information you're uploading into the universe. It's not energy, which a lot of people confuse. In Kabbalah, we need to align our energy and vibration. Vibration is information. It is not energy. Let me say it again. What is intent? Intent is simply information that you are uploading to the universe. It is not energy. That has a lot of people confused. It is not energy. And Kabbalah is what we need to align our energy and our vibration. Vibration as information is not energy. What did I just say? People think, well, I got to get my energy up so I can do this. No, baby. Your energy has nothing to do with what you're wanting to happen. It's your vibration. A vibration is controlled by what? Hormones, emotions, the pituitary gland. It also controls the third eye by what we see. If it's calcified, if it's open or closed. Am I going too fast? Because I don't want to go too fast. Am I okay?
Kinda.
Are y'all getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
That what is intent? Intent is the information that you're feeding to the universe. Right? That's what it is. But what it's not, it's not energy. They have a lot of people confused. So energy and vibration. Do y'all get that? Energy and
Yes.
vibration, they are not the same thing. Energy is matter. Energy is matter. Intent is the information that we're uploading to the universe. It's not energy, which a lot of people have confused. It's our vibration. And our vibration is the information, not the energy. What is information? The universe has only two things in it. What did I say? The universe has only two things in it. What are those two things? One is energy, and the other one is information. It's that MC squared equals, it's that type of shit. Two things, energy and information. If you don't remember shit else. Energy is matter. We are matter. But what really is matter? Matter is the information scaffolding of our energy canvas, of our space. Time is essentially, it equals empty space. So what do you do with your intent is you upload that information to the universe. And you don't need to upload energy, right? So it's not your energy because we are energy. This is energy. We are a energy. That's why we don't die. We just transcend into something else, into another body. But your energy, that's why you have to keep your energy cleared. Cleared. Yes, Miss Jacqueline.
Can you please describe energy again? I'm sorry, where you were describing energy and matter. I was trying to take notes and I missed it.
You are energy. We are matter. Think of it as a noun. What is the definition of a noun?
Person, place, or thing.
That is energy, and that is matter, and that is you.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome, darling. Victoria?
Yes, ma'am.
You had a question for me?
No, I was just saying energy is us. It's matter.
Right. But what really is matter, right? It's the scaffolding of energy of canvases. We're the canvas of like space and time. We fill up our space and time with energy, with matter, with people, right? Your kids, your family, right? Whether they vibrating high or not, we fill ourselves with it. Do y'all get that part? Because I want you to understand so you don't never say somebody energy out for her. No, it's not. It's a vibration. You're the being, the whole being. You're it. See, people don't get that. Everybody energy. I know it's not, bitch. It's your vibration, bitch. You're vibrating low as fuck right now. You need to go sit down somewhere, sis. Go soak in a bath or something. If you ain't got nothing, get you some Epsom salt in it, honey. And read Psalms 23 over it. People get on my nerves. All right. So what do you do with your intent? You're gonna upload that information to the universe. And you don't need to upload energy because really you don't have a lot of energy within yourself. Did you know your brain only has 23 watts of power? Did y'all know that? Your brain only has 23 watts of power. And here you go, thought that your brain is so much, and it is, but it's different parts of it. And we're going to get into that too. That's a lot. It's a lot of information. And you know, at 23 watts of power, you know, it has a peak performance. I mean, it's not like a dim light bulb, but you know you're not going to have the energy to move anything yourself. The universe is your swimming in energy. It's everywhere. So you really don't have to worry about it, right? Because it's everywhere. And that's literally what we're actually conjuring to help us to make things happen. Does that make sense? Yes, no? Any questions? You good? Okay. We don't have to worry about making energy. Like I said, you can manifest it in any way that you want. You just have to give it the information to do so. Have you guys ever heard me say you have to give the universe directions? It doesn't really know. That's why when you mad and upset and you so emotional, why do you think that it's so hard to break that chaotic feeling? Because you are vibrating that way and you are projecting that out into the universe. So you're telling the universe, if I already feel fucked up, then let me keep that fucked up feeling. So I'm going to send that out. And that's why that type of stuff is returned back to you. My husband said to me one time, if it ain't one thing, it's always another. I almost went off on him. I was like, don't ever fucking say that to me. And don't fucking say it around me. Because I don't believe that. I think that there is a wheel of fortune, which means like the tarot card. Sometimes life is good and it's great and everything falls into place. And then sometimes it's a bit more challenging. Did you hear me say a bit more challenging? But I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say it was always something. We have to watch what we say. Because what did I say? We are matter. We're something substantial. So we just spoke that into the spiritual. Why? Because we encompass all things. We are all things. We have the power of all things. iPhone. I don't know who iPhone is. You have a question, you raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, it's me. Will you touch on or give us ways to increase our vibration, like to vibrate higher, so this way we can always make sure we're on point with that as well?
You can get that on your own. I'm not going to waste no time in there. Y'all all grown people. You're not children.
Okay.
They talk about raising your vibration all the time. You didn't pay all this money for that. That's some shit you can get on your own. You pay for secrets and this stuff like that. What you asked was bullshit. I need you to readjust your mind and think on a higher level, baby. That's how you vibrate high. Did I just help you? Yeah, that's simplicity. We don't deal in simplicity and magic. That's why a lot of y'all ain't manifesting shit, because you still thinking the same way you would think when you getting up every Sunday, putting on your motherfucking Sunday suit that you went shopping for during the week and shit, and going to Payless, buying them old ugly ass church shoes so you can look like something. This ain't what we ain't doing it. We this No, we ain't doing that. You know how to vibrate higher. Stop fucking them old tired ass motherfuckers and separate yourself from them bullshit ass people. Then your shit might be a little bit better. Boom. That's it. That's a lot right there. No, I ain't gonna talk about that. You need to understand that you have to be very compliant when it comes to forming different scenarios. That's why imagery is very important. That's why the way that you structure this mind, they got 23 watts of power. That's why you have to control this. It's like a picture in your mind, something that you're writing down on a piece of paper. It's actually quite powerful. Erykah Badu said it herself. If you want to manifest something, she said, write it down. Because at least if you're writing it down, it ain't nothing that you're going to scratch through and write it over. And you might write it over, but that take a little bit more time, and most people are too lazy for that. That's why you want to always write your stuff down. And you write down your thoughts, because when you write it down in that black and white, you give it power. Because since you are energy, meaning you the plug, you the foundation, you the core, you got to watch what you fucking think. You got to watch what you fucking speak out there. You're the core. You're the electrical plug that everything plugs into. Do y'all get that? If you got that through your brain, that you are the plug, you are it. You are essentially your foundation core. You are the circuit box. That's what energy is. It's the circuit box. The circuit box controls everything in your fucking house. No matter how many plugs and light switches that you have on, it's a circuit box. If that circuit box go out, what happens? Every fucking thing goes out. That's why you have to consider yourself. This ain't even magic at this point. This is science. That's how you have to look at all of this stuff. Now, this is just what I'm giving you is kind of like a foundation to me coming into like the occult, but I have to get your mind set on it. It's just like this. If the act of writing something manifests as something in a physical thing, then you are manifesting a creation of whatever it is that you're writing. Let me say it again. If the act of writing something manifests a physical thing, then you are manifesting a creation of whatever it is that you're writing. Now, typically, whatever you're writing is your target. So whatever you're writing is your target. That's why you're manifesting through a petition. That's why you're manifesting what your goals are. That's why you're doing that. That's why you are doing that. You see, you say it's a person at work. So you write the name of the person who you know that's bullying you or trying to make you look like a fool all the time. Let's just say you want to do a sweetening jar to sweeten that relationship or get that person to leave your orbit. What does an orbit mean, guys? What does your orbit mean? Is that Malika?
I'm sorry, I was just saying what I thought it was. It's like your space, your area, your circle, your personal space, I guess.
So since you said that, stay with me, Malika. So since you said that, if I just told you that energy is matter and that's what we are, and intent is based off of that, your vibration is what controls what comes in and what comes out, not your energy per se. I just said that you're the circuit board. I said that you have to control your orbit, right? Which is your personal. Why the fuck y'all let everybody fuck? Why the fuck y'all let all these negative ass people that ain't worth shit be in your space? Why you let so many people, right, that are not even tuned in to your energy. They're not a part of your orbit. They're not contributing anything to it. Control so much of it. Isn't that something to think about? And it's really not giving zero fucks, or it's really not, I don't give a fuck. It's about you're controlling your orbit. This is something that you can control. Many of y'all act like you can't control the people or the places or the things that happen to you when you can't control them so they can happen for you. Does that make sense? I want this to empower you guys. Some of us are so lazy. We are so codependent on what we see instead of what we create ourselves. And then we wonder why we have blocks. Where you're not doing anything to activate. Remember, we're energy. You're not doing anything to control your vibration because you're letting everybody into it. Remember, you're the circuit board that controls everything electrical that's in your house. You're controlling what's orbiting to you in your space. This is why you miss the message. This is why you miss the mark. This is why you're not able to manifest. This is why you have creative blocks. That's why you can't hold on to no money. And you say, well, I'm just trying to be there for everybody. Darling, if you don't take care of your orbit, your space, your zone, that's why I don't let everybody come in. Everybody come in my store think they're supposed to hug me. Fuck I look like. You can walk around this motherfucker first and let me see how you vibrate. Then I might want to entertain that. But I have control over what I receive. And darling, I'm going to share a story with you guys real quick. So yesterday I went to the nail shop, right? Yes, I went to the nail shop. And I'm on my Bluetooth. I'm on my Bluetooth. I'm on my little phone and I have my little earpiece in and I'm talking to a client. Well, this white lady walks in. I don't have anything against white people. I absolutely do not. Let me just, that's the disclaimer. This bitch had on a dirty Cowboys jersey. The bitch had fingernail chip polish while she was biting her nails and shit, playing in booty holes. I don't know what this bitch had been doing. All I know is when she walked into the shop, the bitch started talking to me. I'm in the third chair. I'm not bothering nobody, and I'm on my phone waiting for my service. Yeah, I think I want my nails done like you. Listen, sis, I was like, I'm on the phone. I'm sorry. Thank you. She kept talking, and then she touched my knee. Let me just breathe because this bitch don't really know me. Let me just be calm. You know, it's about 5 motherfucking planets that's in the retrograde right now, and I could feel miscommunication about to fucking happen. Let me just pull the fuck back because I control my vibration. I am energy and matter, all this stuff I'm telling y'all. All right. So, but we are spiritual beings in a human form, experiencing human experiences. That's why I said it's so important to establish relationships with your ancestors, known and unknown. Why? Because you need that. They had a human experience too. Now they're on the spiritual side. Does that make sense on why it's important to build relationships? Because there's spiritual forces that once lived a human experience, so they understand more than anything. So as I'm thinking about this, look, I didn't even know this was going to help me teach this lesson. So I'm thinking, I'm calling on my ancestors because I really need some help. Because if this bitch touched me one more time with her nasty hands, I'm going to have a fucking problem. Damn retrograde. So I set my water bottle down. I'm in the third seat. I set my water bottle on the seat next to me. Guess where this dirty white bitch sits? On my motherfucking water bottle in that goddamn seat. I don't even say nothing, y'all. I politely get the water bottle that has now filled to the floor, and I get in the first seat by the front door because I'm probably supposed to leave because I now see that this bitch has elevated me up here and a little bit more. It went above my third eye. So that means she fits to get a whole evil bitch. All right. I don't know why people think because I tell jokes and shit all the time. I just like to laugh. That helps me to remain balanced because I really am an evil motherfucker. Anyway, so I get up And I sit in that chair because I'm really trying not to explode on this bitch. And she was like, you had an attitude with me when you came through the door. I said, bitch. See how come I had to bring it down. I said, bitch, you sat on my water bottle. Maybe if you would have been a little bit more prone to watching where the fuck you was sitting your ass instead of running your fucking mouth, you probably wouldn't have sat on my water bottle and I wouldn't have had a problem with you. Now, I'm trying to remain calm and shit and stay in my sheen, but bitch, you about to push me. You have a problem with me because I'm white. I was like, no, I have a problem because you're white trash and you touch me and you're bothering me. That's what I have the problem with. But you could have been black trash too and touched my fucking knee, bitch. I don't know you, and having a conversation. I told your whole ass I'm on the fucking phone. So the failure of communication, darling, it ain't with me. It's with you. Because perception is everything. What I perceived you to be was a goddamn fool, but what you've done is proven me to be true. Now, I'm going to get back on the phone. Go choose your nail color or something. Oh, you don't want this. You don't want, I said, excuse me, hold on 1 second. I said, yes, I do. I want it all. Give it to me. Come on. I want it all. Because we could go outside. I said, would you like to go first out the door? I said, I promise you, when I get finished with you, white trash, bitch, you're going to wish today that you never even woke up and had the thought that you wanted to get your nails done. You're going to wish that you would have stayed at home and painted them dirty motherfuckers yourself. Now, my assistant was on the phone with me, and we were getting ready for the paint with a twist, and I was telling her the stuff to go by, and she was like, just wait, just calm down. And I was like, I'm fine. I haven't even raised my voice. She was like, just calm down. I ain't no motherfucking calm down. I done told this whore to leave me alone and to stop talking to me. I said, are you going to give it to me or not? Because I'm waiting. Oh, you not? You just going to look in your purse? I'm going to consider this matter closed. All right. Anyway, Miss K, what I need for you to bring, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I had to say what I needed to say, but she can't control my vibration on how I'm. Now, I could have been like, be fuck it, be. I could have been all of it. But the lady that I am, the wonderful Southern belle that I am, I'm just going to say what I need to say, and I'm going to let that bitch just go on about her business. And I said, now, if you touch me, we're going to have a problem. But since you didn't, you was just talking, I'm willing to just go on. Go pick your color or something. Well, she got real quiet, and so did everybody else in the nail shop. To the point where the bitch that was doing my nails, she was nervous. And I was like, you ain't got to be nervous. Everything all right? What is, they expect black people to be acting cool all the time. And so I guess her husband, boyfriend, probably a pimp, I don't know. He come in and she was like, that bitch. And I turned around very slowly because I want to be, remember I said you got to be proactive. You got to be very matter of fact. I said, darling, and I said it to him. I said, sir, I don't know what your title is to her. But if you want her to remain in the place that she in, you might advise her not to call me another bitch. Because she don't know me like that. And as you see, brother, she is a white woman and a black woman. Creole, to be a matter of fact. I said, now, I've gotten imagery. Ain't that what we're talking about, imagery? I got how she look in my head, and I say, I'm the voodoo lady down the street. And I love to put her in a jar. Then I took my phone, and I went, I'm going to take a picture of just in case. He said, wait. Nah, she ain't going to bother you no more. I was like, okay, all right. I want to make sure I'm the voodoo lady. He told me that store down the street. Yeah, that exact one down the street. He said, bitch, shut up. Well, you get everybody up in this motherfucker. And then, I went on, got my nails done. It was a great day. But my point is, you control. I love people. I'm going to tell you something. I get such a kick out of folks being scared of me. And I'll be like, why? Because half of the motherfuckers, I wouldn't even spit on them motherfuckers. I let alone wouldn't use my goddamn products on them. I spend too much on my goddamn candles. What the fuck? Why you think that you worth a match, bitch? I'm not. You ain't worth the fucking fire that it starts to burn a candle on you. If you don't get you some self-esteem and leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with y'all. That was just some old crazy shit that happened to me. All right. Back on the focus, back on your intent, back on writing a petition. Now, I know a lot of you guys have seen my video on writing a petition and how it helps you to accomplish shit. Do anybody have any questions on that?
Yes.
Who is this? Who say yes?
Tiffany.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Now, okay, so in your video, you said write it as you want it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you see it, whatever you're trying to manifest.
Well, not as some of y'all see it, because some of y'all be thinking about negative shit. So so be cognizant about that, and y'all don't be very specific. Be talking about I want him to love me to death, and then wondering why he choking the fuck out you. So that ain't intentional. Yeah. Be specific. I want him to love me to death. And he was like, girl, I almost died. I didn't even know my tongue could come out my mouth that long. I didn't even know it that long. Girl, it was under my chin when he was choking me. I couldn't even breathe. So what you mean? What's your question, Tiffany? In specific?
No, I mean like, you know how so we do the one for the ammonia jar, and you say write it as it is. So that's where I'm in that area right there.
So,
Tiffany,
let me explain this, and that's a very good question. Depending on the type of spell or the type of jar, depending on how you write it out. Does that make sense? So if an ammonia jar is to reverse something, you should be writing it out as it's happening because you want that to change.
Okay.
So that's something completely different from just saying that you're doing love work. Because if you're doing love work or you're doing money work, you are writing it out how you want it to be. But it depends on what type of spell that's how you write your petition. You wouldn't write an ammonia jar, I want him to love me and all of that, because what you're saying is reverse it. Reverse the love into hate. So that wouldn't work, now would it? So you would literally write this like if you at work and you going to do an ammonia jar because you want to change the energy at your job. So you're going to write everything as it happened. Like them hoes writing you up all the time for any and every little thing. Every time you yawn, they be like, bitch, that's a violation. That's a write-up. Like you would write shit down like that. When I walk into a room, they walk out. Or every time my supervisor see me, you would do that for an ammonia jar because ammonia jar means specifically that. It means you're going to reverse all of that. So that's not the same. So remember, everything ain't the same. One rule don't apply to everything. Okay? That was very, very good.
Not one size fit all.
Right. But that's with anything. That's why y'all can't say, well, I tried this spell and it didn't work. Well, it's just like going to a doctor. And this is what I explain to people. It's like going to a doctor, just say you have a headache. Well, when you first go to the doctor for a headache, it could be your sinuses. It could be a migraine. It could be your blood pressure. See those three different things? So the first thing they do is they check and see if you have sinus issues. Well, I do be having a runny nose and stuff. Okay, well, it might be that. So then they're going to give you the medication for just that, right? So then you go home and it still ain't working. You still got a headache. Well, it's not that that's not a good doctor. They got to find the right diagnosis for you. So you go back again. So this time they give you something else for sinus and for migraines. You go home. You go, okay, I'm going to try. It eased up a little bit. You know, you had a little movement in your work, but it still didn't do it. So you go, damn. So you got to go back to the doctor again because I done went. So then they go, well, let's check your blood pressure. Let's take some blood. Let's do this. Come to find out you got high blood pressure. Now they know exactly what to give you, but they didn't know that at first. Magic is not science. Science is 100% clear. It's something that's just and it's there and this isn't that. So sometimes it might not be a no necessarily. Maybe you need to adjust your prescription. Does that make sense? Maybe you need to go at it again and change up something. Maybe you need to go at it again and work on your vibration. Maybe you need to go ahead and just change the whole process of what you did before and do it again. And then you do it again and it works. So let me be clear about that too. This is not science. That's why we should never tell somebody that anything is going to work 100%. Because we are not the only factor in this. Does that make sense? We're not the only factor. That's right. That's why you should get your consultation first to get the history so that we can figure out the correct prognosis of what the issue is. A lot of you guys, y'all see stuff that is posted in the group and y'all just want to do it. And then you go, well, this didn't work for me, but it worked for the other lady. But what is your particular issue? Because that's just like one oil, the Marie Laveau oil. That was one of my very successful oils. And I sold, I don't know, maybe 100 of them. But I had 2 or 3 people say that shit didn't work for me. I said, okay, well, did you try the Love and Domination oil? But no, I'm going to try that. And it did. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not a one size fit all. And we got to stop thinking that. That's why you can't compare your stuff to anybody else's, because we're all different. And if you guys are asking to be aligned, do you honestly think that if you're going to do a spell on something or someone that does not work with your alignment, do you honestly think it's going to work? If y'all asking to stay on a job, but it's going against your alignment, you think you're going to stay on a job? That's how magic works. That's how, because what did we say that witchcraft was established for in the beginning? What did we say? What was the whole principle and point of witchcraft? To bring change, to make our lives better. So you can't be upset that something isn't working in particular because maybe it don't need to work. Maybe there's a particular reason why. Maybe instead of asking to stay on that job, maybe you need to be telling the universe to put you in a position, whether it's working for yourself or a company, it needs to put you in a better position so that you can do that. Maybe that job you've been at the job at 20 years. Bitch, you done had the same position for 20 years. Maybe it's time for you to do something else, motherfucker. Maybe you don't need to be working there tomorrow. All these new people coming in, being a supervisor over you and shit like that, and you got to train them. Maybe it's time for you to leave. We cannot be afraid of change, because if we are afraid of change, we are not magical creatures and we are not magical beings, are we? No, we are not. All right, so we're going to take a little 5-minute break. I'm going to keep it recording, and then we're going to come back and we're going to continue on. If you guys have any questions, this is your opportunity to write it down and to ask me, because this is your time. And you can ask me whatever it is that you want, except talking about how to build your vibrations. God damn it, Kay. So anyway, I'm going to step off for a minute. And I'm going to go get me some water. And then, like I said, if you guys need to take a little break, you absolutely can. Okay? All right. Do you young ladies have any questions so far?
I would like to talk more about connecting with my ancestors.
That's going to be towards the end. We will talk about that. But I actually
Okay.
have a whole like itinerary.
Oh, okay.
Anyone else? I have to get, like I said, I have to get like the foundation kind of set forth first. Okay? But we're going to get to the ancestry. Everybody, y'all ready to proceed?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
So when you put forth your information to the universe, it will respond in a way to what you've done, whether it's something good or something is not so good or something is still responding. Your intent is very crucial to the universe and understanding what you need to know. Any ritual, like you consecrating or concentrating on those things, not focused, it will show. Your intent has to be clear and concise because the universe is very literal. It's very black and white. So it'll do and say whatever it is that you're thinking, whatever it is that you're saying, whatever it is that you're writing down. Okay? If you're concerned that this is coming from like The Secret, if anybody's ever read or like watched that book, The Secret doesn't understand that you don't want something. The Secret doesn't understand that you don't want something that you really don't understand that you want. It's very matter of fact. It's very like clear. It's really like concise. It's just like that. You have to know what you want in order to put forth anything in pure fashion. You have to know. You have to know. It responds to justice time. Justice time. That's what it responds to. If you've been wronged and you want to correct that error, it will correct the error for you. But being in a state of, of voodoo or hoodoo or Wicca or whatever it is, that is what encompasses and it helps you to create. You can affect somebody's life in a negative way or a positive way, but it's all about justice time. Spirit guides, they help you, but they help to elevate you, because this is going into the ancestry stuff. Spirit guides, they help you to elevate you. Spirit guides are not here to curse people for you. Do y'all hear me? They're not here to curse people for you and to be doing some hex work. Your ancestors ain't here for that. They're here to uplift you. They're here to elevate you. They're here to push you towards your greater good. They can help you with matters of vengeance, of things of that sort. But because they understand the human experience, they also understand the injustice that can go on in the universe itself, really. Their mission is not to be a mercenary or go on like a witch hunt. Like, that's not what our ancestors do. That's not why they're here. They're here to elevate us. Maybe elevating you is moving you out that situation. But it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to burn up shit. My ancestors, I conjure my ancestors to fuck all you hoes up. I don't, that ain't how they work. Does everybody have an ancestral altar? Yes? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
No,
All right.
not at the
No,
moment.
ma'am.
All right. So let's just make it real simple. On your altar for your ancestors, and this is for your known and unknown, very clear. Always have a bowl of water. What does water represent? It represents the flow. It represents it's the link between this dimension and theirs. It's the veil. It's where all things flow through. I don't know if you guys have ever heard putting salt on your altar. Don't. You want to know why? Salt repels. Why the fuck would you want to put salt on your altar that's going to repel the spirit and the energy by which you're trying to conjure? I don't know why people do this, but that is a no. Now, you can put salt at your door. You can put like a cup of salt or a bowl of salt at your door. And you can put a white candle by that salt, and you can put a little water in it. You want to know what that does? The white candle by the front door, that gives you protection. And the little salt water by the door, it repels any negativity. When my daughter, my one that's 27, you gonna be 27, when she on some fuck shit, and I put the salt in the water by the door, and I light the candle, she won't even come home. She won't even dot that door. Or if she be in and out so fast, she take a shower, she be gone. Motherfucker be like a fart in the wind. You be like, what? Wait a minute, I smelled it, then it went away. Wait, what? That's how. So y'all put that little salt water in that white candle by that front door, and motherfuckers start leaving and won't come back. Don't take that as a sign that you did something wrong. What you do? You did something right. You did something. You keeping that shit out your house. You can put it by the back door. You can put it by the front door. You can get your little cute little stand or something to put it by there. But just by your front door, any door that opens where people can walk in from the outside, keep it by it. Oh, when I tell you to cleanse your fucking house out. Go ahead. It's Carol.
Do you have to light the white candle?
If y'all got dogs, so be careful.
Okay.
I fuck around and had it on the floor, and my motherfucking chihuahua knocked the bitch over and then stepped in the hot wax. And I said, oh my God, there's a fucking demon in my house and it's trailing shit out from the front door. I was like, motherfucker, I was Paula son. I was like, then I looked and she was walking like this. And I was like, what the fuck is, and I looked and she had a whole thing of wax under her foot. I said, oh bitch, I'm about to air this hoe out. I thought a demon then came in here. You know, some of y'all be thinking that, oh my God, Duchess, I gotta see this picture. And I'm like, something Paw Prince? No, that was the demon prince. You got a dog? Yeah, I got 2 dogs. Well, you sure the dog ain't knocked it over? Nah, that wasn't a dog. That was a demon. So just, everything ain't a sign either, y'all. And I know I'm being funny, but I'm being real because some of y'all be doing too fucking much. Miss Nikita, you have a question, darling?
I was going to ask you that you put the salt on the floor, and like you said, you have dogs. I have a little dog, and I'm having another dog come over. I'm afraid they're going to lick the salt. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't going to hurt.
So how do you protect that? It's not going to hurt them? Oh, okay then. Thank you.
See how y'all done took it too far? Oh my God, the dog licked the salt. With the
my dog is special.
Now my dog's sick. Yeah, because he drank the fucking salt water. Yeah, I just be wanting y'all to take the pressure off y'all. I just be wanting y'all to take the pressure off yourselves. Everything ain't so deep like that, y'all. But y'all listen to everybody and all these groups, and that's why I started getting out of all these groups. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, that don't even mean that. And then if you try to correct them, I'm a very old school practitioner. My mother was 76 when she died. I come from that. I don't come from like this new wave stuff. Like, I don't know about the sidekick spell. I don't know about that. Now I just don't know about that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna stay in my lane. So I have to get out of these younger groups because they be on some old shit. Bitch, get your blood. And I be like, oh, no. Wait a minute. No, don't get your blood. See, she thinks she know everything. I don't, bitch. I just don't want you to fuck up some shit. There was a young lady in my group. I talk about it all the time. She did a love jar and she took bullets out of her nigga gun and put in the sweetening jar and kept shaking the shit up. Well, she got mad at him and he got mad at her, and normally she can talk shit to him and he don't do nothing. He beat the brakes off her motherfucking ass. And then she come video chatting me so I could see how he done blackened her eye. And she said that was my fault because I told her to take his personal effects and put in a jar. Who the fuck thought that you would have picked some fucking bullets? He don't wear no drawers. He ain't got no tank tops, white beaters, socks. Bitch, he ain't got a toothbrush. Do he shave? You should have took the fucking deodorant because he put it on his arm. I would have took the whole top of that shit and put in my jaw. Bitch, you took the bullets from his gun. Bitch, I would have sit there and told him I was going to give him a manicure and cut his fucking nails. You should have told him, baby, let me do your feet. I'm going to give you a pedicure. And I be wiping his fucking feet and cutting them, toning. Like, you ain't even fucking thinking. You took the bullets and, bitch, you blame me? No, you took that ass whooping because you conjured that ass whooping. You invoked that ass whooping. And you probably ain't gonna be up. She had blood and tampons, and I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life. I was like, are you fucking crazy? And to this day, she still can't get rid of him. He done kicked in her apartment door. She done moved twice. And she said, can you help me? No, ma'am. I ain't in that. And let me tell y'all something else. Never do reversal work for anybody else. What did I just say?
Never do reversal work for anybody else.
Never do that. Nobody is ever going to be 100% honest and tell y'all everything on why they're going through what they're going through. Do you understand? That's why I create a reversal kit. I will tell you what you could do for yourself. But mother right here, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do that. Well, you're not strong enough? Bitch, my strength ain't got nothing to do with what the fuck you got going on. I just don't want that shit. Some shit, sometimes we borrow problems and we borrow trouble. I choose not to do that, okay? But I will get you in the direction upon where you need to go. But I just can't do that journey with your sister. I just can't. All right, so back to spirit guides. So in a nutshell, the intent is the information. Be careful about the information that you put out because you are your temple. So whenever you're saying stuff like, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm lonely, I'm fat, what do you think that all of these things are going to do? They're going to manifest. I'm so sick and tired of this job. I'm so sick and tired of these kids. What do you think is going to happen? But just imagine if you made that shit into something positive and you said all those positive words. Just think. Remember, the things you say out loud with appreciation. I'm grateful for all things. All right? Speaking about ancestry, it's important to remember your ancestors and all of your workings. And by your ancestors, I'm not necessarily talking about grandpa or your Aunt Mabel that might have crossed over. This is a little tee-hee-hee on using your ancestors. If you had an ancestor that was, your grandmama was known for getting her ass beat, she vibrated low her whole life, and she was real fucking scared and shit all the time. Why you got this hoe on your fucking altar that brings on a vibration? Didn't we just say that? So if she didn't fight for herself, what you think she gonna do for you? Be careful what you honor. That's a good tip. Write that shit down. Be careful. If Uncle Carlos was a gangster, I want Uncle Carlos on my goddamn altar. And if he liked motherfucking Black and Miles and E&J, he fit to have him fresh Black and Miles every fucking Sunday. And I'm gonna keep him a cup of E&J because I need Uncle Carlos. Now that's who I'm gonna go to. They fucking with me. I don't know what you need to do, but your job is to elevate me. Do you see how I'm talking? I didn't come to him and say, well, everybody mess with me, I'm Carlos, and if you could just, no, I need that same energy, my nigga, that you had when you was living your human experiences. I need you to get these motherfuckers now. They fucking with me. I need you to make that clear, concise. Do you understand what I'm saying? If Big Mama took care of everybody, Big Mama kept money because Big Mama used to gamble and shit on the side, I want Big Mama on my shit. I want Big Mama to keep her some fresh money on that motherfucker. She like the little mints and strawberry candy. Let me go find her some of this shit. She like to smoke Newports. That's all right if your grandma smoke Newports and cools and shit. That's all right. Go get her a pack and stick on that motherfucker. She like a little gin, a little bumpy braille gin. Go get her some goddamn bumpy bottle braille gin. Sit that shit on that altar. Yeah, go and give it to her. That's how you honor it. When you feeding that altar is simply what it means. Feeding it. Y'all burn all this goddamn ancestor money, but you ain't put no fresh water on there in 2 weeks, but you said it coming to them for shit. Y'all eating this shit, y'all ain't put a plate down for nobody. You know, they like to eat too. Make them a small plate. You didn't got you some bacon and you didn't make that sorry ass nigga that ain't bought no groceries in your house something to eat. Why you ain't made them something to eat? Huh? I'm just, you know, y'all be making my nerves bad. And then when y'all want to get into altars using deities, that's called divine power, divine energy. That means that's not yours, it's that. That is not your ancestors. That's something completely different. Do you understand? And those are not even technically called altars. They're called shrines. You understand? It's 2 different things. So on that shrine of that deity, remember, this is not your power, it's hers or his. So that means everything needs to be about what? Them. Yeah. That means you need to study, research. Why the fuck are you putting lotus flowers by Oshun? I don't understand why you're giving her that. She don't want no goddamn lotus flower. Then you wonder why she mad and she ain't doing nothing for you. And then y'all putting honey on her shrine and you ain't tasted it first. Do y'all know before y'all present anything to her, you supposed to taste it first? You want to know why? Because she was poisoned. That's how she died. Do you understand about researching and knowing who it is that you want to work with? And I'm going to tell y'all this here. Y'all can work with any Orisha you want to. Did you know that? You can work with any Orisha you want. You can work with Oya today. You can work with Oshun tomorrow. You can work with Ogun. You can work with all the Meride. You can work with any of them. As long as you respect their presence. That means you will not put them together. Who done it? One of y'all done did that. I could feel it. Just mixing up a whole bunch of shit. Probably Eureka down there, the way she's smiling and shit. Somebody, and do not put living people on your altar. Now there is a crazy motherfucker that's in my infinite energy group. This motherfucker sent me a picture of her altar and had me on that altar like I was in transition and I done laid to the guy. She just had my pictures, 2 of them. Like I'm just gone. I didn't transition. I'm in the motherland somewhere, and now I'm an ancestor. She had me on her altar like I was an ancestor. I said, darling, I appreciate you so much. She said, you my phone cover on my phone. I said, oh. She said, I got it made. So y'all don't even know what I go through. Y'all don't even know. So you gotta make you my screensaver. I got me a phone cover for my phone. And I said, let me see it too. And she said, oh, she was so proud. And I said, darling, can you do me a favor though? Yes, Miss Duchess. Can you take me off your altar? What? I said, baby, I'm a whole live human being. And I appreciate you. I do. But take me off your altar. And another thing, darlings, please put all these folks that done killed themselves and shit all over your altars. Y'all get on my goddamn nerves and then have the audacity to post it. Somebody had Prince. Hold on. You know, I like to keep shit like this for reference so I can go back to it. Lenny Kravitz. I was like, is this motherfucker for real? And then because I told her, I said, baby, you don't want to have all of those different artists, because she's a singer up and coming. No judgment. But you don't want to have all those different energies, remember? Their vibrations were all different, you know. Some of them killed themselves and some of them lived some very, troubled lives. You don't want all of that. You want to keep it as clean, as calm, as even as possible, okay? Well, she got out the group. She thought I was being funny. Ain't my fucking fault. Crazy. So please don't put nobody living this on your altar. Please don't put nobody that was doing some old fuck shit, that somebody that never did do nothing for the family, and you done put him on your altar. If he didn't do it when he was living a human experience, how the hell you? All right. Any other questions about that? Sure, darling. Speak up.
What if you don't know too much about your ancestors? Like everybody.
That's why I always say known and unknown. If you come from like me, I know a lot about my mother's, my biological mother's side of the family, but not too much about my dad's side, because he didn't really talk to his family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know too much about my dad's family. Now I put my dad, because he's deceased, I put him on there. Now I have my mother's mother, I have my great-grandfather, I have them on there. But if you don't know, you don't know. So you're going to do basic things, as if you're always going to have a red candle for attraction. Red is not just for love, okay? It's not just for love. You can burn a red candle for money, because red is about attraction, right? I always keep a black candle for protection. I always keep a green, gold, or yellow for money and abundance. And I always keep a white candle for health, or blue for health. Okay? Did somebody have a question? Jacqueline, did you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. Because I don't know much about ancestors, but I know that I have a lot of ancestors that are around me, and I'm trying to connect. But you spoke about the bowl of water. How often should we change that water?
At least once a week.
Okay, because I read conflicting things, and I'm trying to do it like at
once
least
a week.
every third day. Okay,
once a week.
Okay, and
once
then
a week.
I have not burned money yet.
Another secret, y'all. You don't have to burn ancestry money.
Okay.
Because you don't know if they died and dead or not.
Okay. And then when we, like even with the self-love ritual, you said, place a dollar bill under the plate with a candle. I read some things in the group that said you don't use real money, but I did put real money under that.
Darling, let me tell you something. You know in that prosperity oil that y'all buy mine?
Yes.
It's real money in it. You know that custom counter that I make?
Yes, ma'am.
It's real money in it.
Yes.
I don't put fake money, because I need real shit to happen. I'm not gonna put no fake money on my altars.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put fake money in any of my. You can do whatever you want to, but yes, I need real breakthroughs to happen in my shit. So I'm not gonna put nothing fake. Let me tell y'all something. Now, technically, it's a crime. It's illegal to cut up or desecrate the dollar bill, right? Mm-hmm. But they said nothing about the 5. They ain't said nothing about the 10, the 20, or the 100. True. They said the dollar bill. So in my oils, it's not a dollar bill. I normally use 5, 10. I even put $20 in there. I don't skimp on my shit. Let me tell y'all, this is what. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So you got to work with what you have so that you can build. But let me be very clear. Give it your best. Yes. I didn't say go beyond your means, right? But I said give it your best. That's why my shrines, my altars, they are extravagant. But that's because that's the kind of lifestyle I want to live. So yes, I have to work those things as if that's how I want them. My ancestors, my mom and them, they liked money. My mama, that bitch like money. And she ain't want no fake money either. And she didn't like the change. She was like, oh, no, y'all can keep that. So why the fuck would I put some change on my altar when that wasn't even what she wanted?
Okay, so I was on the right page, because what I did was I took the prosperity oil and I rubbed the 20 down.
What makes you feel good? Okay, what makes you feel like it's going to move for you? This is why so many people get scammed. Have never called me a scammer, but this is how so many people get scammed and get conned out of shit, because you're listening to somebody else and you're not listening to you. That's where your ancestors come in at. That small, still voice in the back of your head, they be telling your ass no, and you just do it any fucking way. That's your ancestors. That voice that's in your head that say, go this way. But you went that way and got in a wreck, that was your ancestors. That voice that told you, don't do that, stop. And you kept on doing it anyway, those were your ancestors. That's what we're honoring, because what did we just say? They're here to stop. They're here to uplift, to elevate. They're here to guide and protect. Y'all won't even trust it because it's not coming in the form of what you think it should be coming in. If y'all want to try to connect to your ancestors, go get your handheld mirror. I'm gonna write this down. Get you a handheld mirror, because this is not in the nose, it's something extra. You're gonna get you a handheld mirror. Clean it. The older the mirror, the better. Okay? Especially if you can find an antique one, whatever, get it. You'll make sure you clean it real good. You're gonna breathe 4 or 5 times, 4 or 5 cleansing breaths. These are 4 or 5 cleansing breaths. That's a cleansing breath. I want y'all to stop writing. I want y'all to do 4 or 5 cleansing breaths so you can see the difference. So you never say I didn't show you. Sit up. Don't lay down. Sit up. Everybody. Close your eyes. And while you're closing your eyes, soften your brow. Soften your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And then blow it out slow and as long as you can. Take another deep breath in. Hold it. Blow it out. Soft and as long as you can. Take another deep breath in. And hold it. Blow it out soft and as long as you can. You should start feeling lighter. Take another deep breath in. And hold it. And blow it out as soft and as long as you can. Take one more deep breath in. Hold it. And blow it out as soft and as long as you can. And open your eyes when you feel it. Take your time. Now, soften your focus. Soften your focus on what you see. Let your eyes become unfocused. That's how you will look in a mirror. Because the goal is to see beyond yourself. And if you do it enough, you will see an image of an ancestor. That's why you will keep a mirror on your altar as well. So we've talked about water. We've talked about what to do with your salt. Don't put it on your altar. We've talked about the color of candles. We've also, now we're talking about what? We're talking about keeping a mirror on there. Miss Nikita, did you have a question, darling?
No, okay.
Miss Lundy, did you have a question? Miss Faust, Miss West?
Yes, my question was, what did you say for the green? You said green, gold, or yellow. What is that?
For money.
Money.
And you guys also put your jars on there for money and for love, your sweetening stuff, and for your prosperity jars. Keep them on your altar too. If you're having your loved ones that you know and you want to put them on your altar, put their gift on there. Put your plate of food on there. You can make your altar, you can put crystals and stones on there to either to charge them or either to offer them as an offering. On my shrine for Isis that's in my house, I have lapis lazuli because she loves those. So I have them everywhere for her. Also, you don't even have, don't worry, listen, most real altars don't even have pictures on them. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Most real altars don't have, like, if you're honoring Isis, you don't need a picture of Isis on there. Most real altars, they don't have all of that. But I do it because I'm more of a teacher, right? So I'm teaching. But you can create yours the way that you want to, and don't let nobody tell, well, that ain't powerful. Girl, fuck you. Your mom ain't powerful. Don't be worried about my shit. Don't even, girl, y'all got to get over this shit. Y'all be letting everybody just bother you. Child, girl, fuck you. So when it comes to, and remember, treat your altar like you would treat your best friend. Now, some of y'all don't really know how to have a best friend, so wait, let me rephrase that. Treat your altar like you, like you're treating like the best version of you. The best version of you. Give it that kind of energy. Give it the best version of you. They have your back. Your endeavors. Put your petitions on there, your weekly petitions. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't even have to be big. Some people, it's in their closet. It's in the dark. You can put it wherever you want. Now, what I don't suggest is, I wouldn't suggest put it on your dresser unless you're going to cover it if you're having intimacy. Some of you people don't care, but some people, I wouldn't have no altar. You got your big mama sitting on the altar and you sucking dick. Now, maybe y'all comfortable with that. I don't know. I'm not worried. Hey. Every time you raise up and look, she right there. Like, just.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I mean, y'all do what you want to. She's sitting there because she took that picture with the Bible in her hand. She just sitting there, and you over there. I would just say cover that one up. That's all I'm gonna tell you on that. But I can't tell y'all what to do because y'all hard-headed as fuck. But I'm just saying that. The appreciation that you give them, the efforts that you give them, they will love it. They will honor you. Okay? All right. So let me go out of that. You will get that little introduction. You will get that in the group as well. I've already added a couple of y'all. So you will have that to do. You can go look in that as well. Let me get to my other. Now, I'm not going to really talk about Wicca that much, even though that is part of the occult. I'm going to say, because y'all like hoodoo shit. All you motherfuckers on here dark work, because ain't nobody in this bitch like. And if you is, you lying. And because I can see y'all pictures. Y'all might can't see y'allself, but I can see you. And ain't one light motherfucker in this group. Not one. So let's not play with ourselves, shall we? Y'all don't want to hear about that.
I was trying to fake it, okay?
I don't know. Everybody in this motherfucker door. That's why y'all like me so much. Y'all liked it over.
We love you, mama.
Every time I say something fucked up, y'all be like, oh, let me say something light. Because the earth and the wind and the fire, they be like, girl. I mean, that's all right. That ain't really what I wanted to talk about. So, let me open up my folder. And you guys will get this as well. This is like the introduction to like hoodoo and voodoo and stuff like that. So it's about 54 pages. So I gave y'all some really good information in here, okay? 54 pages is what
Is it like attached in here or something? What are you talking about?
I'm going to upload it to the group where you can actually go in there. You can print it off. Like I said, I wouldn't just be giving this to everybody because y'all pay for this. They did it.
I understand.
I'm going to give y'all some binding spells, some healing spells, I'm going to give a plethora of stuff in here. Baths, all kind of stuff. And like I said, why would you just give somebody something that you had to pay for? But y'all, if y'all want to be generous like that, and I don't, I don't judge. I won't fucking do it, but So, all y'all think that hoodoo and voodoo is the same thing? Who think that?
No.
It's okay if you think it.
No, it's different.
So voodoo is the what and hoodoo is the what?
Voodoo is a religion, and hoodoo is just a practice.
Good. Very good. Hoodoo, although it is a similarity in the name, unlike what many people think, it's not the same as voodoo. Voodoo is a religion. It has priests deities, chants, and ritual dances and initiation rituals. What did I just say?
Voodoo has priests, chants, deities, and initiation rituals.
Right. But hoodoo is the practice of popular like African Americans, and its main base is being natural and sympathetic magic. It has influences from Africa and European immigrants as well. And it shares concepts and spirituality with Catholicism. That's where the saints and stuff come in at, okay? So hoodoo has been practiced by different kind of people with different kind of beliefs and different religious orientations and different origins and stuff like that. It's easy to practice too and can be practiced by anyone. Hoodoo is very simple, it's natural, it's practical, and it makes uses of what? Herbs and roots and flowers and stones and shells and resinings and water crystals and body fluids, especially menstrual blood, urine, saliva, semen, and the rest of the animals and land and other items easily found in nature. It's not common too to sacrifice animals in hoodoo. Could even risk saying that there's really no like animal sacrifice in hoodoo. Did y'all know that?
Okay.
It's really not.
Yeah.
So many animal parts can be found, you know, they will use them in workings, but they don't do sacrifices. Whereas in voodoo, there is.
Yeah.
So it's very similar, but it's kind of different, like a lot. So I would even go as far as to say that voodoo is more, what's the word? It's more divine based. Because if you're using loas and things of that nature, everything is based upon conjuring them to help you. Whereas in hoodoo, it's your divine energy that you're using, and that you're using nature to help you. Does that kind of help you guys out as far as understanding like the differences in it? Not saying that one is any powerful than the other, they just different. Same thing as it is opposed to like Wicca and Druidism and even Satanism. Does that scare y'all to use that word Satanism?
No.
Does it scare y'all to say the word that we do use demons in our magic?
No.
Does it scare you to know that you can actually
Yes.
just send them back?
Oh.
Do y'all know that the demons really don't be like, I'm gonna come? That's not what they do. You research and study the one that you want to use because they're mostly all lost spirits, and they're called legions. It's like legions of demons, and you can literally research them. Baal, Ball, is one that I use a lot. Belial as well. These are ones I use a lot, and you can get them, and you know what to do to, conjure them, and you give them their gifts, and you give them their offerings, and you honor them in that way for helping you. And then you say, I thank you for your learning. I thank you for your assistance. We are now done, because that is the contract that I had set forth with them. Okay? But you guys have to stop thinking like Christians and think like practitioners. And thinking like a practitioner, we use whatever we can to do whatever we want to create whatever life that we want to have, whether it's satanic or not. To be honest with you, I think Satanist, it's several different kinds, by the way. Did y'all know that? It's not just one. You have Luciferians, you have the Laveau Satanists. There's many, many, many different types of Satanists. But one of them have one main principle. They believe in doing what you want and living in your indulgence. That's the whole point of what Satanist is. It's living in your indulgence. Did y'all know that there's technically no right or wrong in any of this? There really is no light and dark. Because it's all based off of what? Your perception. There is no difference in light or dark. I'm a dark worker. I'm a light. Bitch, you just a worker if you're a worker. Because you might be doing something to hex somebody, but what if it was a child molester and he molested your fucking daughter? You have a right for your retribution. Y'all know that? It's a Christian mentality that says that you don't. I got to turn other cheek. Bitch, no the fuck I don't. If you come fucking with me, I can use whatever method I want to for me to feel good about what didn't happen so I can get over it. And I'm not going to pray for you. I should pray for your mother, because when I get through doing what I'm going to do to you, she the one that's going to be real upset, because she the one that hatched you. She should have swallowed you. You know, I don't give a fuck about what I say. So, good and bad, there's no such thing. Light and dark. Why is it not any good and bad or within the light and dark? Because it's all manipulation. Because it's what? It's all manipulation. Think about it like this. If you're doing a healing spell, that's good. That's light magic, right? You're doing a healing spell, right? Yeah. What if their destiny really is to die? And here you go manipulating the energy on it so they can stay alive. Isn't that going against free will too? Because it was the free will of their destiny. It was the free will of nature. What if you were doing a separation spell and you want that nigga, he a good nigga than you, but he holding on to this bitch because he don't want to pay all his child support. So you going to do some work and you going to separate them. Now, she might be an evil bitch and now she in it for the money. Now, for her, it's bad that you trying to separate them because that's her husband. But her intent ain't in it. Her heart ain't in it and shit like that. Why the fuck am I feeling sorry for this bitch? Because she really ain't feeling sorry for me. So to her, I'm the home wrecker. But this bitch don't have no accountability for what she doing to destroy her own marriage. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's all based off perception. So if it's all based off of perception and somebody, it's subjective. And if it's subjective, I can't say what's right for you and you can't say what's right for me. That's why I do not believe that there is a difference in light or dark work. Does that make sense? Because it's all a manipulation. And it's all going against the free will of something or somebody. Or even of nature. I say it all the time. There's a young lady that's in my apprenticeship. Her husband was sick about 20 years ago with cancer. She made a deal with the devil. A particular type of devil. Do y'all know what the word devil actually means? Let me give y'all the definition. It's so much. 3 hours ain't even long enough now, is it? Because it's already 1:41. It's so much information, ain't it? It's so much.
Yeah, it isn't long enough.
It's so much. I think in 3 hours, because you think 3 hours, well, that's a long time. It's really not. When you getting some real shit, it's really not. That's why I be telling y'all, get in the apprenticeship, because I do 2 live classes a week. Plus you have assignments during the week. Plus you get, because you guys, I'm giving you like a list of books that are really, really good for starting you guys out. I'm really trying to put y'all on the right track. But when I have these classes, up until I have my apprenticeship, take them. Because as you see, it's 1:42.
Of course.
I haven't even got to the surface of all the stuff that I have. I have 54 pages. Breaking this stuff down where you have it.
Duchess.
Huh?
I feel like we just started.
Right. And so that's what I'm saying. It's so much information. It's so much information. Even to the point, like I said, I want to tell y'all what the word the devil means. Because I don't want y'all to be afraid. When y'all get out of here, I want y'all to be afraid of the word devil or the word Satan or nothing like that again. It says that the devil is the personification of evil. Well, I just told you ain't no such thing as evil. Now, is it? Because it's all subjective. It says that it's conceived in many ways in various cultures, and it says that it's disruptive. No, it's not. Who are the most disruptive people you'll find? Christians. Oh, goddamn, they got a scripture to justify what they done and to tear your shit down. Oh, sit the fuck down. So I don't ever want y'all, I just want you to research. I want you to read. I want you to get into it. So I'm gonna go through this a little bit fast for y'all. because I want to talk. It's some more little points I want to get. Basic stuff that you need to start. You. Glass jars, a crock pot or a metal, a candle holder, a grater, a bucket. Ain't that some simple shit? Ziploc bags, apple vinegar. Do y'all know just some apple cider vinegar? You can clean all your little working areas, clean all your utensils, clean your tools and stuff that you're using. Brown paper bag, because it's natural. You can write your petitions on there, your requests, your names, your sigils, and a nice pencil or a pen. Your altar, it could be elaborate or as simple. It just depends on what you want to do. You can do types of altar. You can have a main altar. Your main altar is the one that you use for your divination, or your devotion, or your spells in general. Or you can set it up for your family or whatever. Then you might have an altar for success and money. You might have an altar for love. You might have an altar for your ancestors. You understand? Hoodoo is really close to spirituality. Did y'all know that? It's really close to Catholicism and church. That's why Black people naturally glide over to hoodoo, because it's still related closely to what we were raised in. Y'all get that? Whereas voodoo be like, bitch, fuck all of that, because voodoo actually means God. Did y'all know that? The word voodoo actually means God. The word voodoo actually means God. I'm just trying to teach y'all some stuff. Is Jesus considered an ancestor in hoodoo? Yes. Yes, he is. That's why you find Santeria. They have all those little Jesus figurines and candles. Yes, he is considered. That was very good. Tiffany came ready. Tiffany came ready with the questions. That is a very good question, and yes. Also, altars for your ancestors should be done on the ground.
Oh, wow.
Never a table. Did y'all know that? Stay low on the ground. Ancestors should be.
What? What do you mean not on the ground?
Ancestor altar should be done preferably on the ground, because it's a TELLURIC energy. That means the ancestors are relatives which are no longer here in the physical existence. So spiritual beings who are of power, they help us from the dead. They bring us protection for luck, and they assist in decisions. They not high up, they low. Just FYI. You don't have to do it, but I'm giving y'all a bunch of information. Why are you shaking your head, Jacqueline?
Because I've been trying to read and I have never read that anywhere, so I am totally shocked.
Well, I wanted to blow y'all
Yes,
mind.
ma'am. You got me. You got me good.
And since we're doing it, we're gonna talk about your altar. What is sage used for? What is sage used for? Anybody?
Cleansing, removing good spirits, removing negativity.
Absolutely not. That is not what sage is for. Let's talk about where sage comes from. Sage comes from Native Americans. The Indians use sage. What are the Indians used for? What are they known for? Conjuring up spirits.
Right.
You ever wonder why when y'all sage y'all house and stuff like that, that technically sometimes it be the same shit floating around? Because you had no intent when you were using the sage. You had no intentions. I'm just to cleanse the area. And all your shit just running around. Sage is not used to cleanse. Sage is used to conjure. Palo Santo is used to cleanse. I don't like arguing about this, So this is what I want you to do. Research it your goddamn self if you think I'm lying. Sage is not used to cleanse no motherfucking energy unless that's your intent on using it is to cleanse, but you got to use something else along with it too. I'm just trying to give y'all the real deal. I'm not trying to lie to you. I want to elevate you. That was the whole purpose and point, right? It was to elevate y'all. I want to get y'all on the right level. See, people think this shit is a fucking game. Smudging is great, but Indians, the Native Americans, they did that to conjure. That's why they was in there with the peace pipe, and that's why they seeing mountain goats and billy goats and buffaloes and all kind of stuff, because they were conjuring in the eagles and they were conjuring in this energy with the white sage. Did y'all know it was more than one kind in white sage? Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those sages that they got roses wrapped around them and other they got lemongrass wrapped around them and they put all this stuff in because they're conjuring a specific thing. I wrap roses around my sage because I'm conjuring love. That's what I'm issuing in. My lemongrass is to cleanse. That's why I'm attaching it to my sage. Sage is not to cleanse. I just want to blow y'all mind with some real facts.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Duchess,
Miss Jacqueline.
You
okay,
definitely blew my mind with
so
that because I thought I was cleansing something, but thank you.
Me too.
Duchess, quick question. Okay, so if sage is for conjuring, like, you know, when we research about our crystals, it says to smudge you wash your crystals, you smudge your crystals. So are we smudging them to conjure up the energy of the
Yes,
crystals?
of what the crystals represent.
Well, I'll be damned.
What didn't I tell you I was gonna blow y'all mind today? Didn't I tell you I wanted to blow your mind with some real shit?
Thought I was clearing a negative energy, like people who had touched the crystals before. But now I'm like, oh, I'm smudging the hell out of my crystals because I want to conjure all the power I can.
Yes, Miss Carol.
Yeah, my mind is really blown because before I do anything, I try to look it up. And with saging, I was told when I bought my first piece of sage from a crystal shop, she said, yeah, well, just keep in mind when you're doing that, you want to ask for blessings.
Right, because you're conjuring, you're using that sage to conjure and to intent a particular thing. But a lot of times we don't do that. We have the assumption because of what somebody done told us. When I light the sage, I'm supposed to walk through my house and I'm cleansing. But you're not.
So what I was
You're
doing,
conjuring whatever energy that's already in there. And if you haven't intended anything new, that's why your shit ain't changing.
Wow. Wow. My mind is blown. Okay.
I told you that's what I want. I'm trying to motherfuckers up and say I'm fake. No, the fuck I'm not. Like, I'm telling you like some real shit. I really do be educating y'all. Y'all be watching all these motherfuckers. They don't be knowing what the fuck they be talking about. I don't know. That's why I say, who taught you? Who fucking taught you? Who is your mentor? Why y'all reading all these motherfuckers? Do y'all know they write these books? That's why I haven't even finished mine. Because every time I write it and I start going on to some bullshit, I stop. Because I'm like, I just can't put that out there like that. But that makes me no better than everybody else just to say I'm an author now. If I got over 50-some thousand subscribers on YouTube, I got a mass amount on fucking Instagram. Don't you think my shit, if I'm selling my book $15, $16 a pop, time all of that, I could have well. So if it was about the money, don't you think my shit gonna sell?
Right.
I make 6 figures in an online store. Just imagine if I actually wrote my book. But I can't just put no bullshit out there like that.
No, that's dangerous.
That y'all don't even know that sage ain't really for what you've been told. Because half the time you go to these white stores, people that don't look like us, and because they got 100 fucking crystals in their store, they just a know-it-all to be all. But they not telling you the right shit. Do you know you ain't supposed to be putting water on your fucking crystals?
That I knew.
You changed the complete.
Oh.
That's not how you cleanse them. If you are not for sure, incense, Any type of incense, y'all. That's how you cleanse. Apple cider vinegar. Rub it on there. That's how you cleanse. Florida water. That's how you cleanse, y'all. That's how you really cleanse. Why you think that we wash walls and stuff? Why you think your big mama and them used to wash walls twice a fucking year? That she got that mop, she got her a bucket, and she washing walls. She wasn't doing that. She was doing it for protection. She was protecting her house. So y'all don't even know what y'all was looking at and seeing, because ain't nobody teaching y'all that, because all these motherfuckers in Googled and Pinterest, all of this stuff, they not teaching you real hoodoo and stuff. Oh no. That's why I don't even talk to no other fucking YouTubers and shit no more, because they really be on some more shit. One of the darkest ones that there is, and I'm not gonna say her name, used to be a fucking elementary school teacher. And sit up and told me out her fucking mouth, oh, you don't be acting? Bitch, you mean to tell me I'm like this all the motherfucking time and you can turn your shit on and off like that? Well, I'll be goddamn. I was like, let me stop talking to all of these YouTubers and shit like that, because we are not the same. Y'all are not the same. We are not the same. And I don't think I'm better. I don't think that, I just don't. I just know what I saw my mom and them do. When we would get ready to go to school every year, my mother used to get all the kids with my aunts and them, and we would all get in a circle. And we'd be sitting in this circle like, why they got us in a circle? You know what they were doing? They were protecting us. They were protecting us. They were doing rituals over us. We didn't even know what they were doing. Telling us to shut the fuck up, and we sitting there talking about. But do you understand what I'm saying? This is what we're not getting. I ain't never seen so many witchy people and occult people that I ain't never seen and can't conjure a cough. How is you doing readings and doing work for everybody, but bitch, you ain't got no goddamn cough? What? I ain't never seen so many of y'all pay people for rituals because they $11 and $12 for prosperity. And this bitch ain't her pussy ain't even prosperity. Bitch, for all my legs with any nigga I fuck, you gonna give me some fucking money. Cause pussy is non-refundable. That mean I give you this good magical shit right here, and this shit don't work out. I can't say, give my shit back, nigga. I can't say that. My mama told me, you better not ever fuck a man for money, because what you want from him, you better get it out from your mouth first. And I was like, suck his dick? No, crazy ass girl, not suck his dick. But I'm just saying, like, y'all don't, like, y'all are not, y'all be careful. Trust your ancestors, trust yourself about what y'all receive. Because some of this shit is just regurgitated lies. It's regurgitated information. They did put their own spin on it. Everything I'm telling you, take the time to research it. I ain't lying about this stage. I'm not lying about that. But I see so many people, and I get tired of art because I used to try to go back and forth. I ain't going back and forth with none of these motherfuckers. Believe what you want. Keep on. Y'all saging with your doors closed and shit too. Oh, that's real fucking smart. So you just letting all the little spirits and shit that's going from one corner to the other, and then you wonder why your house don't feel lighter. Ain't nothing changing. Do y'all know simply to help clear energy out your house too, to keep lavender in it? Put a little bit in the four corners of your house. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that y'all could take some railroad track, the railroad stakes? Y'all scared about getting put out? Put a railroad stake in front of your house, on the side of your house. Put it in all four corners, and you never leave. And ain't nobody gonna be able to stay next to you. They ain't about that. They ain't about good stuff too. That's real talk. Yes, ma'am. That's real talk. I just try my best to give y'all everything I can, and people wear me out on internet. Bitch make videos, and a bitch that made a whole website about me. Girl, ain't no way I be paying. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. People don't want you to tell the truth because it kill the money. I'm not gonna do that with y'all. Keep you some coffee, strong and bitter coffee on your altar. Strong and bitter coffee. Don't put no sugar in it. Now,
Is that coffee on the ancestor altar,
Mhm.
or just okay?
Yeah. Because what does coffee do? It is an adrenaline. It's fast. Y'all can put coffee in all your spare work to make it rush a little bit. You can use tobacco as an altar and an incense as well, and also a cleanser. Did you know that? If you want to conjure in and clean your home with different spirits and energies and stuff like that, light a cigar and just walk through it blowing that smoke. The ancestors love that smell. Full body, if you can. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
No, I'm sorry. In the event that I wanted to have an altar for more than one Orisha, possibly, should I separate those altars? Because you were saying don't join them.
Some of them don't get along. Why would you put Oshun and Oya on the same time? They was both fucking the same nigga. And Oya raised raised Oshun's twins that she had with Shango. So why would you put them together? Why would you put Ogun together when he loved Oshun? So why would you put Ogun and Shango together? Because they're gonna fight. Quick story. Isis is my beloved deity. She has been since 2010. It's now 2019. Almost 20 years I've been with her. 2000. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2000. So she told my mother was gonna die. Anyway, my point is, I keep Isis in my bathroom. I have an altar for her in my bathroom. I have one for her in my bedroom. And I also have one when you first come into my house. It's a big shrine to Isis. And the one when you come in my house, you have to really look, because I don't have a figurine of her. I don't have a picture of her. I just have all the things that she loves. Because what did I tell y'all? You don't necessarily need a picture. And people come in, they don't know what it is. They just know that it's pretty candles and it looks real pretty and they know not to fuck with it. Now, in my old house, if you guys look back on YouTube, I did like this big video on Oshun. I told a Igbo is stories. So I told the Igbo about Oshun, and I had bought this drum for her that had butterflies on. She had a beautiful altar. Also, you can look back in my pictures. I'll bring those pictures back up where you can see them. I had a beautiful altar. So I put Oshun on one side of the room, and I had Isis on the other side. Never in my almost 25 years of living have I ever burnt a candle. I had one to burn a wall or fuck anything up. I light a candle to Oshun, and I was going to go pee, because y'all know I drink water and liquor a lot. I like the spirits. And I went to go, break the seal. Don't break the seal too soon. And I did. So I went in and broke the seal, and all of a sudden I smell smoke. I come back in there, and my wall with Isis, what did I just say? I didn't light the candles with Isis. The candles was lit, and my whole wall was black. And Isis was like, bitch, you got me fucked up. No, you didn't put me in here with this bitch, because they the same energy. They're both very vain. They're both very jealous-hearted. You just don't do that. And I was
that's what happened right here.
So I'm not playing. Yeah, they
No.
don't miss you. So you need to research what I tell you. Research, read, study. Just don't be doing this shit. Yeah, I had somebody tell me, look at these beautiful skeletons I'm just to put on Yumaye's altar. Skeletons on Yumaye's altar, the Day of the Dead skeletons. She was doing a whole live video, and I just so happened to see it. So I comment on her, but they're pretty. All right, then, sis, you go right ahead with the skeletons on Yumaye's altar. She doesn't like death. She burnt the house down. She said she fell asleep with the cigarette lighter on the couch with a cigarette and burnt the house down. No, that was Yemaya. You putting those motherfucking Day of the Dead skulls on her altar. Research, read. All right. Verses to keep on your altar at all motherfucking times. Luke 3, 4, and 5, because he removes obstacles. John 6, 12 through 13, so that you can always have food in your own. Timothy 4:14, to send evil back to any enemy. Do you see by having these 3 verses on your altar at all given times how you protect yourself in all ways? Luke 3:4-5, to remove obstacles. John 6:12-13, to always have food at your home. Timothy 4:14, to always send evil back to any enemy. So you have your removing obstacles to continue to have your road opener. You always going to have food and finances in your home to support your family. And you will always protect your family from any evil coming back to them. Okay? You will get all of this as well, because I got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Candle figures. I broke down the candle figures with the male and female depending on the color. It could be used for good, evil. You use them in moorings, works, healings, misdeeds, whatever. I break all that stuff down for you. Viper, snake figure candles, padlock figure candles, what keys are done. Do y'all know what hoodoo curios are?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what a curio is.
No.
Okay. CURIOS. In hoodoo, it's very common to use the elements found in nature. Remember I said that? So such as herbs and roots and branches and stones and crystals, leaves, animals' rest, meaning cards. Because it's believed that each of these things were marked by God with the signature of specific or divine or specific energy. What did I say? It's believed that these things are marked by God with the signature of a specific part, or a specific divine or a specific energy. That's why we use all the roots, the crystals, the candles, because they are designed by God. They have specific reasons. So that's called a curios. So for an example, if we determine the use of a plant and from its aspect of its form, such as like roots or leaves, its color, the place of culmination, or even its name. So curios are divided into 3, okay? That's animals, vegetables, and minerals. What did I say curios are divided into? 3. Animals, vegetables, and minerals. I got the pee. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Shit. Ooh, and y'all take y'all little break. I forgot. It's 2 o'clock. I forgot.
Hey, anybody, I have a quick question because I was late because I didn't have the code. So she's putting all of this in the regular group, or is it going to be housed a certain place? Did she say? I missed that.
It's going to be for all of us who paid for the class. It's not going to be in the Infinity Energy. So she's making a separate group for us. Because we paid for it. So she said, why give it away for free? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hello?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Anyone hear me?
All right. Where do I leave off at?
Mama G,
Yes.
someone asked a question. I don't know her name. I'm sorry. She asked, you're going to put it in a separate group. All the information, because we paid for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just want to confirm.
Why would I?
I know. Don't make that face at me.
Yeah, my motherfucking nerve. Y'all just listen to some shit and you just turn off the rest. All right. So we were talking about curios being divided into 3 main groups. So the first one is animal curios. So the alligator paw. I know a lot of you in the South always see the little alligator paws and stuff like that. This is a curio, and it's used in hoodoo to attract good luck, money, and winning at gambling. If y'all can get y'all the dry heart of a bat, and you can literally put it under your left arm, and they say you win at gambling. Now, I ain't never necessarily tried that, but I'm just saying what mama and them used to say. Now, I'm not be walking around. Y'all got a bad heart. I'm gonna put that, but you guys can look up curios, look it up, and y'all can buy one there. I keep them. Open that door and bring me a couple of my animals, my wet babies. I call them wet babies.
Duchess, would you say that Jesus is another deity?
Yeah, I would say that. I would believe that he's probably one of the grand witches. Because I ain't never brought nobody back to life. I wish I could. I'd be charging so much money, y'all. Oh, I'd be charging y'all. I'd be killing them. What that bitch say? I charge $3,000. I really would be charged $3,000. Yeah. Like this one. This one is a rabbit. That's a real rabbit. And when I do fertility work, this is what I would use. This is a curio. This is a hoodoo curio. This right here is a frog. Like it's real. So y'all know it ain't just some shit I'm talking about. This one here is like a pig for money. I got them tattooed. But that's a real pig. This is what you call an animal curio, okay? Those are animal curios. You can also use black dog hair. Remember I was talking about that with the black cat hair? And put them in a bag together, put them in a jar, make a motherfucker fight like cats and dogs. A black chicken feather. That's used for spiritual cleansing and the removal of black luck. So maybe let's talk about smudging. So if that's why you think it comes not just with the sage, but it comes with feathers and stuff, because you're intenting that's how chicken feet. Do I got some chicken feet? Give me them. That's on the counter too. The chicken feet is used to protect against damage and negative influences. I'm gonna make some new chicken feet. I haven't made some in a while because when I make them, they have to dry out. It's a process that go with them, and then I paint them and design them and put rhinestones. And I had made about 100 at one point, and I didn't make no more till I sold them out. So I just ain't had time to do it again. But these are actually rooster feet though. And these were cut from a rooster that was still living. Don't judge me, darling. I'm a Southern Belle. Let's see. Okay, you guys were talking. All right. So then you have the bunny of a foot is good for good luck. If I wanted to, I could take her out of here because she was a girl. I heard. I forgot I'm recording. I heard it was a girl. I wouldn't know that for sure. I'm a Southern Belle, and we don't do stuff like that. All right. So lizard bones. If you guys can, again, look up curios. It's a lot of people that sell this stuff, and you can just buy from them. I already done it. You don't know nothing about it. You ain't got to worry about it.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the spelling for me, please?
Curios, Curios. You guys can look these up. Crab shells. They're used to reverse spells, like a crab shell. I'm sorry, Monica. You talking, babe? I can't hear you.
Do you sit just the whole jar on the altar, or do you like take one out? Or how do you?
No, you can just have it sit on your altar in a jar. I ain't saying you have no little. You got a whole pig just laying on your damn. See how Monique went? See this shit I be talking about. I ain't said nothing like that. She was like, I had found a goat heart and I just put it up. There's alcohol and formaldehyde in here.
Okay.
Okay. So I actually, when I get them, I have a lady who will shoot them up. So they are embalmed, and then it's. Oh, y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves.
But you love us.
Yeah, she does.
I keep saying I'm gonna quit all this shit.
We ain't gonna let you go.
No fucking does.
We gonna find you.
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna go back in the hide.
Nope, we gonna find you.
I could see that too. I could really see that. So vegetable curios. Vegetables, you can find a lot of these in a store, especially those Mexican stores. Star anise. Those star anise, the whole one in the powder. You can get that out the grocery store. It removes evil eye and it protects you and gives you good luck. Aloe vera is not just for when you're getting sunburn, it also is used for protection as well. Aruda, Arruda, that's used for breaking spells and hexes. Rosemary, y'all can get you some rosemary, wrap it around that sage for cleaning and protection and for female domination. That's always a plus. Lavender is not just used for protection, but it also promotes passion and romance and friendship. And it really works well in a same-sex gay spell, like a gay love spell or something like that. For those of y'all that like to dip in a lady pond, no judgment. I've dipped in it quite some time in my day. All right, then you have garlic. Garlic helps to protect, and also they use it in exorcisms. Agramonia is used to reverse spells or curses, devil's dung. Avocado. Did y'all know that avocado seeds are good for love? That you can get a nice avocado and you can take the big seed out of it. And you can also take the hull and make your own like little love rice and stuff like that in the peeling, clean it out, spray paint it, it'll preserve it. Take that egg, you can take the seed and put it in a jar and fill it with love. That's good for love. Artichokes are good for purification too, not just for eating. See how I'm trying to give y'all a little game. Rice is always good for fertility, and you ain't got to color it either. Vanilla, the vanilla extract that you cook with, it's really good for love. If y'all having problems and stuff like that in your marriage, wash his clothes in a little bit of it. And yours too. Put a little bit in his shower gel and a little bit in his lotion. Kind of draw him into you, make him act right a little bit. Bamboo. If y'all want somebody to tell y'all the truth a little bit, boil some bamboo. Like y'all can get a little bamboo sticks. Etsy is your best friend with weird ass shit like this. Etsy is also your friend for curios. You'd be surprised. I got rat bones and shit off of Etsy. Yeah, when I was doing a spell for a rat. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, it's a bunch on this list. Y'all don't even know that mimosa is a herb. Did y'all know that? It comes from a plant. All y'all know is drinking mimosas, motherfuckers. All y'all know is drinking mimosa. Girl, I had a mimosa.
I'm about to say that.
Yeah, it's also a herb, and it's used for protection. Did y'all know that? So drinking mimosa is not just for that good feeling. It's also a drink for protection. See, yeah, I'm trying to make y'all expand and think outside. Like I said, it's 54 pages. I don't have time, unfortunately, to go through all of these. Also, get y'all some cabbage. When Big Mama be making cabbage and shit, save y'all some of it and dry it out because that's really good for prosperity, money, wealth. Pomegranates are good as well. I just want to show y'all that some of this stuff you get right out the store. Clover. Grapes are good for fertility and prosperity. So some of y'all trying to get married. Some of y'all trying to have a baby and shit. Get y'all some grapes and stuff and put it in freezer with your intention. Put it in a jar and put it in the freezer. That helps. Mineral curio. So minerals are like stones and crystals. That's what we hoodoo call minerals. So another name for crystals and stones are minerals in hoodoo. Like I don't call them crystals and stones. I call them minerals. But when I say minerals, people be like, what's that? Well, I tell you, that new wave shit, that ain't what they would call. So anyway, amethyst, is good for spiritual protection. Aventurine makes you lucky. Citrine brings on prosperity, good physical energy and stuff too. The sapphire is good for health. The tiger's eye is good for confidence and protection. The moon star helps you against negative energy. It also helps your clairvoyance too, the moon star. Then I did a section when I talked about dirt and dust for you guys. Police dirt. When you want to protect your home or trade against assault or any legal work, go to the goddamn police station, dig up some of that dirt, girl. Now, don't be obvious. I'm digging up some dirt because I'm trying. Then you might be inside that motherfucker. Then you can then get dust because they don't dust in there. So you can use some of that dust too because you sit up in there, okay? And they're going to think you're crazy. To protect your kids from school, get some of that school dirt and make a protection jar. Court dust, crossroad dust, dirt from a child's tomb. If you want to create peace and harmony in any space, especially go to like those tombs with kids and stuff and died in them and get some of that dirt. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just trying to tell y'all some shit. Bank dirt, bank dust. I got you. Playing cards. The pentacles. Lucky in games. The swords, defense and attack. The cups, love, and the sticks is work. Copper coins is for health, so get you some pennies. That's why you keep some pennies. Holy water, it blesses people, blesses places. Vinegar is good for protection and cleansing. Red wine is good to ward off enemies, so y'all can keep some red wine on your altar too. I even put some recipes on making y'all some good luck powder with patchouli, bay, and cinnamon. I put a recipe on here to give y'all some blessing powder with lavender and jasmine and sandalwood. I gave you a literal recipe to make your own goofer dust. So I done gave y'all some great gems in this. Your own hot foot powder, your powder to attract money. If y'all, ain't really being sexual as y'all need to, I gave y'all a powder to kind of heat the sex. Yeah, but you got to get you some turkey bones though. So I got y'all I gave y'all a lot of information. What I gave y'all alone is worth several books, and this shit works. I gave you how to make you some of your own love oils. Now, some of these 15 days, you have to let it sit up. That's why I tell y'all when I make stuff, I don't know why y'all think I make it today and it be ready tomorrow. Some of it has to sit up for days. I'm telling you how to make your own, okay? I'm giving you some really good, I expect great fucking reviews too, by the way. I also gave you like amulets and also talisman that'll work very good because hoodoo use that a lot. I'm even giving you your own recipe for Florida water. You will never have to buy Florida water again for somebody. You can make it yourself. Okay? I actually gave you 2 different types. Some of them you can use that grain alcohol that you buy from the store, and I have a recipe for that. I broke down the honey jar, the vinegar jar. how to make your own water, and somebody fucking with you and shit. I gave you recipes on how to make your own water. Make it, put it in a bottle, and spray that shit and fuck them. I also gave you some seals of Solomon. If you are into darker workings and magic and stuff like that, I gave you some as well. I gave you quite a bit. I gave you seals from Mars, from Mercury. I mean, I really tried to give you a lot out of this. Also with mojo bags, if you guys are into mojo bags, which all y'all should have one. Every practitioner should have one. You just keep it in your bra. I broke down what to put in it, how to make it. You should make your own. What I say?
Make your own.
I want you guys, I'm even teaching you about jack balls. I know y'all don't even know what a jack ball is, do you? Y'all know what a jack ball is?
No.
She said playing jacks. Get out. Get out. You meant that shit too, didn't you? You meant that shit. Yeah, you meant that. So a jack ball is a spell that contains herbs, roots, and curio, animal curios, personal links, and it's made within a ball of beeswax. It's made with beeswax and sometimes clay, and you tie it with the rope of what you're wanting it to do, and then you put it inside of some material, and then you tie some. I literally have pictures and everything and how you can do it, how to make it. Okay? I'm really trying to give y'all some good old hoodoo game. I even tell you with the hoodoo dolls, if you want to make you one, what to pray over it, all of that good stuff. Like, there's nothing that I missed in particular with this. Like I said, it's about 54 pages, and I took my time to make it for you so that you have something complete. Because a lot of you guys, yeah, I just freestyled it. I don't want you to do that no more. So if I'm giving you this, just imagine what I give in my apprenticeships. I give a lot.
You know I'll be there, right?
I give a lot. Because I want you to be able, when I'm finished, you can have your own tribe. And at least you telling people the real shit. You ain't telling no bullshit. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to spend this last bit of time. I'm going to talk about how to write your own spells. Y'all love other people's shit. I don't want y'all doing other people's shit. You understand? I want you doing your what? Your own. It's important for you to learn how to do your own stuff. You need to research, and then you can do your own stuff. But I'm going to help you with this because I want you to do it great. I want you to be great. So the magic of writing your own spells, and you're going to get some of this too. I smile when I recall, like, doubtingly trying to create a spell by myself. So normally I'm full of ideas. However, a blank sheet of paper with color pencils in front of me, my mind was blank as a page. So gently I probed myself and decided to do some automatic writing, that would be a good start. I had in mind my reasoning, and I was just gonna write. I was trying to, because you know how, like, if some people shit be rhyming and shit, and some people don't. Like, the universe don't care how you write it. It doesn't have to rhyme, but you guys need to write your own spells. I'm also going to include a template so that when you are doing an actual spell, that you have a template that you can gauge your work on. Like, you give it a date of when you started. You write about how you were feeling at that time, and then you give it a date. Just say that you give it 2 months and see that it happened in 2 months. Then you can go back and say, well, it didn't happen in 2 months because of this. Well, spell writing is kind of like the same. It's working with rituals and invocations that you create. This is how I want you guys to be able to write things yourself. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. So in preparation, You guys can use regular notebook paper. You can use grocery store bags. You don't have to have, again, why does my stuff look a certain kind of way, right? Because this is what I do. So it's going to be more in a way commercialized because it's made to draw you in. If y'all see my altar that's in my closet, very, very simple. But the altars that you see when I do for other people, of course, it's going to be extravagant because they're paying, you know what I'm saying? They're paying for the extra. They're paying for all of this. So that's why mine look like that. But don't think that's how yours have to look. That's just my point on that. Getting you some paper, pencils, whatever, watercolors, whatever color, like maybe like a glue stick to do like an inspirational message or a theme to kind of help you out. I also have a small box of pictures. You guys need to start spending time. This is you honing in on your magic. Get you a box. It doesn't have to, you can decorate it and everything. Cut the kind of house you want. Cut out kids and the car and the houses and the things that you want to have. Cut them out. Put those pictures in a box because what does it help you do? It helps you with what? Imagery. And it's also going to help you to write a good spell too. Does anybody have any questions before I go further on anything that we've discussed? I don't want you to leave. And even though I be saying y'all get on my nerves, I'd rather you ask me than to not.
Does hoodoo work with the moon cycles?
No. The moon cycles technically work with your intentions on wanting to create things. But what I will say is, on a full moon, never do love work. But anything else, you know, you can do it. Because a full moon is set to do what? What does a full moon do?
Release.
Release.
Now, you can do work of releasing whatever obstacles there are in your love. You can do work to say the release of the blocks that's stopping our love from growing, right? But I wouldn't necessarily do just, I'm going to make him fall in love with me on a full moon. But that's a really good question. But remember, that kind of goes with timing. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you're stronger than that, go for it. Anybody else? That was a good question. Anybody else? No? I can go? All right. So, in preparation of writing your own spells, excuse me. In preparation of writing your own spells, like I said, get your box, cut you out magazine. If y'all want to spend that kind of money on your ink and stuff on your computer, print that stuff out. Make you a box of pictures of everything that you want. Marking, sequins, all kind of bits and pieces, whatever. Keep all of that. Gather all your, because I want you to create a spell book. That's where the grimoire, that's why they call it, the New Orleans, they call it a grimoire. But for Wicca and more pagan, they call it a what? A book of shadows. That's what you would write. Do anybody even know how to make a book of shadows?
No. Yes.
Do y'all have a book of shadows?
Kinda. I got one, yeah. I got the one that you recommended on one of your videos.
Okay. Anybody else?
I have
What
one.
if you got like a binder with a bunch of stuff in it? It don't necessarily have to be a fancy book. Do it.
No, I mean, I know a guy who took like that 2-inch binder and he decorated it and that was his book of shadows, and that's what and he put dividers for whatever particular spells, and they helped him to be more organized. So you don't necessarily, it's just something about that book, the leather and the parchment paper. It's something about that for me. You know, I have a real big one at home. I think I took a picture of it a while ago. I have a real big one at home. Everybody's scared of it. My husband said he was sitting at the table one night and it opened up by itself. I was like, boy, no, it did. He was like, it did, baby. I wasn't even drunk. He was like, that bitch just opened up. And I was like, because what I do is there's like a corner in my kitchen window, and I have it there next to a really pretty balsam. Do y'all know what a balsam is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a
fancy.
broom. Yeah.
Oh, some
From New York.
Oh, that's like garbage. Yeah, okay.
It's a
You
balsam.
know, Kanye. That's the first time I go.
BESOM is a broom. But in the spiritual world, we call it a balsam. A balsam. I guess it sounds nice. Y'all didn't know that?
Nope.
I saw that.
I think the next class I'm probably gonna have to do 5. I'm gonna have to try to break it up over the fucking weekend. Lord, yeah. Okay. So I have it in the corner with my balsam. My husband said, why you just call it a broom? I'm saying, because that's not what it is. Because a balsam is a piece of wood, right? And I have made it really pretty, and I put stuff in. I think when I get home, I'm gonna take a pic. I have a couple do you mind doing that for me? If you go out there and in between those shelves, it's really pretty brooms for Nikita. A real pretty broom. I have several of them. You wanna know what they good for? When y'all lighting y'all sage, y'all can take them brooms, because that's what y'all call them, and they use for sweeping, but it's not sweeping. No. Well, you can give me that's one kind, but that's not. It's in between. They really pretty. They look like brooms, but they're fancy brooms. Oh, baby, look at her. She didn't even.
See, not just me.
But this what they would call a basong.
Okay.
This ain't my fancy one. It's not my fancy. I have some very people actually make them for me, and it brings. Yes, that is a basong. Do you see the difference in it? She's like, yes. This is the first one.
Mm.
And it even has.
That's so pretty.
It even has a message written in it. No, I won't tell y'all what it is. Because it'll give y'all a key on my magic, and I won't give that away. But this is a basong.
What's it written in?
Thank you.
Ooh, I like that one.
And I have like 2 or 3 of them at home as well. But this one, this lady, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna burn this in there for you," and it just says, "There's no maybe in magic." But these are basams. Thank you, darling. And you can light your sage with them, and also there is a old way that you can cleanse too your home outside of it with brooms for Nikita. Brooms as well. And I'm gonna post that, and I'm gonna give y'all that as well since we talking about it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. But it's a lot of information. I don't even feel like that I've even scratched the surface. And it's almost 3, and we've been on here almost 3 hours, Lord.
Wow. Okay.
So going back to, you guys creating, having your Greek books or your Book of Shadows, you need to have that. You need to have that. And writing your spell. So part 2 of that is setting your goal. Like, what is it that you're trying to bring forth with this? Are you creating a spell to clean, or to clear your home? Are you trying to make harmonious friendships? Whatever it is. And then write that down too. Like, I'm here to begin studying this witchcraft. I'm here, whatever it is, but you need to have something that captivates your spirit and your energy. And that's your grimoire book, or that's your Book of Shadows. Everybody need one. Y'all hear me? Everybody needs to have one. Because how can you gauge your process if you have nothing to write it down and gauge it through? How can you gauge like your work and your worth and what you've put into it if you don't have anything to show for it? Because what if you guys have children and stuff like that? That's something that you can gift your children, right?
Right.
They're following you, they're watching you. Yes, ma'am, Miss Monique, I can't hear you.
Are those books that you're supposed to keep hidden? And I asked that because a co-worker of mine, she's Wicca, and she was like, "You're supposed to hide those. No one is supposed to ever see those." And I'm like, "Well, my son, because I just have like a little journal, and I be in the files, and I'm writing everything down, but I keep everything filed the way that I can remember." And
this is what I mean by that. So your spell book, anybody can see that. But your grimoire and your book of shadows, that's just for you.
Okay.
So if you have a notebook where you write, like when y'all be writing stuff in the group and writing stuff, that's fine, keep that. But I would write it in your grimoire or your book of shadows, very neat. Section it off. This section is just for this. And most of them in the big leather journals, like the ones that I sell, they come kind of like separated. So you might have like 30 pages here and then they separate another 30 pages. Those could be like sections. I have a book of shadows too, and it's really not a book of shadows as much as it is me just writing stuff down as opposed to where it comes to you and infinite energy and stuff like that. So I would say do two. One of them is supposed to be hidden though. That's the one you gift because that's all your beautiful, writing it all pretty and cursive and all. And then the other notebook is where you do y'all see how this really is a job within itself?
Yes.
Right.
And it's really not just you looking at some spell work or it's not like what you see on TV.
Right.
It really takes dedication to this. This is why you guys, when you learn, you can charge what you want to charge because you got valuable information. It's something substantial. This is why I can charge what the fuck I want to charge because I'm legit what I say I am and I teach you how to be the same way. You guys can do the same thing. Who raised their hand? Nikita, Rashika, did you have a question?
I just wanted to know, as far as reprogramming, as far as Christianity, and tips as far as resetting the mind.
What do you mean exactly?
As far as having a Christian upbringing and stuff like that, it's like I find myself going back and forth. I really don't follow Christianity, but I guess I still have some of those ways and sayings instilled in me. I was just saying as far as doing away with that since I'm on another path, should I say?
I believe, as it is opposed to the occult, Rashika, Christianity is part of the occult too.
Right.
See, we're trying to separate, and you really can't because it all kind of ties into each other. There are parts of Christianity that I absolutely love. It is nothing like the Book of Psalms. It will move some shit around in your life. I just don't believe in the principle of Jesus. I have somebody that go to church every Sunday in my apprenticeship. Every Sunday. She paid the $5,000 up front too, by the way. Didn't even ask for a payment plan. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Well. And she go to church Sunday, and she's one of my most dedicated apprentices that I have. But it's just teaching her the balance in that. Because in the retrospect, the church ain't bad. It's the people that's in the church that make it bad. Let's be very clear about that. The church is a building. Church is the fellowship. It really has nothing to do with religion. Now, does it? Because you can have the best preacher, the best apostle, the best bishop, but his staff, his members,
Baby.
and half the time he don't even know all the shit that's going on in the church because he focused on one. That's just like that's just like my group.
Yes.
Y'all think I know everything that go on in that group? I don't. That's why I have admin. Do y'all know people call my store and ask me shit about what didn't happen in the group? And I was like, hello? I had got kicked out.
Uh-oh. Is that my new phone?
Why did you call my store with that? Well, I was just trying to see why. I don't even know who you are. Well, I haven't posted since January. Well, bitch, it's the 13th of July. Why are you in there if you are not being a participant? And to the point where I don't even know, if I don't know who you are, it's because you're not, like, I know who the fuck Miss Carol is. Because Miss Carol make it be known who the fuck she is in that group. Ain't no motherfucking mistake about nothing. I know her. I know her. I know she in the group. Rashika fairly new. Well, Rashika let her presence be known. So if I don't see Rashika posting or something, I will reach out to her because something must be wrong. Because she's built a what? She's built a sense of ritual that I know that if she's not posting, something ain't going and something ain't right. So I might reach out to her. So if she leaves, I notice that she's not in it anymore. I might reach out and say what happened. She might be, well, somebody made me mad. Just like Imani for Qua. That's in New Orleans, the one that I did the post about. Imani got mad because somebody posted something about this ugly transsexual, and he said he responded, and they went back and forth, and then he just got out because all transsexuals ain't ugly. So what the fuck are you in this group for? Are you in this group because of somebody said a transsexual ugly? Well, you can say a bitch is ugly. I'm not gonna get out of group because they done said some woman ugly. If the bitch ugly, she ugly. I wouldn't give a damn who she is. Same thing go with church. If you are not getting what you need to get out of it, then leave. But the principle of it don't even really have nothing to do with the Bible now, do it? Because the people in the church are supposed to be following the principle of what the Bible says, right? But they don't. So you're talking about the difference in the mindset. You're talking about people versus you. You're talking about the behavior of people that don't have nothing to do with the church and they don't have nothing to do with the Bible. You're talking about changing the mindset of what people have put into your head. Not necessarily the church and not necessarily the pastor unless he part of your church pain. But it still came from people because he probably didn't know what was going on. That somebody came and told him and he listening to him and not you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you program yourself from it? If you still want to read the Bible, read the Bible. Do y'all know I read the Bible every day? I'm in the Bible more than the people that go to church. Did y'all know that? I bet you did. I am. I get up in the morning. I have me a cup of coffee. Sometimes I'm up before the sun come up. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I go outside and I sit and I'm quiet. And I might have a particular Psalms open. I might not even read it. I have it open. And I'm thinking about the day ahead. I'm thinking about me creating a new sheet of paper. I'm putting my intentions in the day. And then I might close the Bible and I open it in whatever verse that it opens to. That's the verse that I read for the day. Now I have set my day. I've set my alignment. I have my protection. I've aligned myself. I started my day off with something good. That means if I have to get up an hour earlier, that means take your ass to bed an hour earlier so you can get up and dedicate time to you. That's your church. You're talking about changing behaviors from people. Don't have nothing to do with church. Don't have nothing to do with the Bible. Just like I take the Bible and use it for me, you can take the Bible and use it for you too. I never forget, my aunt told me not too long ago. She said, I just can't believe you done got on here and embarrassed his family talking about all this witchcraft stuff. I said, Ain't Selma. your father, O.B. Prophet, which is my great grandfather, my great great grandfather, right? Because she's my great aunt. He come from Haiti. He was born in 1911. They gave him the name of Prophet because he was a witch doctor, and we spell our name Prophet like the Bible. As a joke, your mother, which is my great grandmother, named you Selma. She had written in the book that she was talking about when they was talking about killing all those witches and stuff like that in Salem. That's where she named my aunt from. I said, do you even understand your own history? Why you trying to tell me not to talk about mine? You too old for that. You 80 years old. You ain't got that much longer to be here. You need to focus. And don't worry about me embarrassing the family. You embarrassed them enough when you was a hoe, when you was younger. And you took your kids from Texas to New York, bumming a rides and shit. And singing, and couldn't none of y'all sing. We got to refocus our energy. I know how to get folks off of me. You understand what I'm saying? I can get you off of me.
You read.
Huh?
You read.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, you read. I'm talking about in a nice, nasty way with so much class.
Listen, I could be motherfucking big. When I was in my 20s, girl, I was wild in the mother. Let me tell y'all something. All I used to do was fight and fuck and smoke weed. That's all I did in my 20s. Y'all know how much energy goes into fighting and fucking and smoking weed all the goddamn time? I'm 40-some years old. I ain't got time for that. I do not. I'm good with it. But before you leave, though, let me give you this, because I want to put this in your spirit. But does that make me emotional? No, because what I say, ain't no magic in emotions. That's why you got to be calm. Because if you not calm, that means you're irrational and you ain't going to say everything that need to be said. See, I'm going to be calm because I want to hit you at the bottom of your feet, and I want you to feel that through your knees, through them fat-ass thighs of yours. I want it to go all the way up through your fat ass into your hips with the pooper, okay? Then I want it to go into your long titties that you ain't never wore a good bra, so they hang real long. I want you to feel all of that. Then I want you to get to the lungs where you done smoked them on brown cigarettes, where there ain't that much room in it. I want to filter through all those corpuscles and stuff that go on in there. And then I want to flow up to your throat. And bitch, may it choke your motherfucking throat chakra that when you try to say something smart to me, bitch, you spit and cough. Then I wanted to flow up through your nose that you can smell my motherfucking breath, bitch, when I go in on you and I'm sitting from across the room. Then I wanted to cloud your motherfucking third eye to give you a fucking headache, bitch. And then I wanted to come after that nappy ass hair that you say that you are a fucking natural.
Oh my God.
I needed to flow like that. And it can't flow like that if I'm being all upset.
Eat, mama.
Yes.
Preach.
Oh my God. Thank you.
I can't. If I'm just as upset as you are, ain't nobody getting nowhere. Because you ain't got to be. I'm not, girl. Go ahead and get all that out. Because I'm going to be real calm when I finish with you. And then when I'm done, I'm going to hit you with one of them hoes that you be trying to hit me with. Light and love, many blessings.
Wow.
What I tell y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want me on the internet. Make up the little videos, make up the little texts and all of those shit. I'm cool with that. But what you won't do, you won't disrespect me in my presence. Because I guarantee that if you have an issue with me and you meet me person, bitch, you're going to be light and love, hey sis, all that shit. You ain't going to do that in person. You're not going to do that in person. And I'm not even one to be sitting up fighting. Now, let me be clear. If you think my magical hands or something, just imagine my personal ones. Bitch, I'm going to hit you with the power of Thor. I'm going to go all the way down from my pinky toe. And then when I hit you, I'm going to come all.
Oh my gosh.
I am a Southern belle. And I know how to keep my hands in my pocket. Don't touch me. Because if I get up and I take my hands out of my pocket because and when I whoop your ass, I'm gonna be quiet because I want to be dedicated and I want to meditate. I don't want to be talking. I want to use all my energy to beat your goddamn ass.
Yep.
That's all magic is. Conserving your energy. Yeah, conserving your energy. Listen, the last fight I had, I hit this girl window, her car window, and my fist went through that window, and I drug her out of a moving car. That was in 1999. It took 4 people to get me off that girl. 4. I had bruises all over my arm where they was pulling me, and I fell on all 4 people. We all fell back, and that bitch got up and kicked me in my knee. I said, if you motherfuckers don't let me go. Now, I almost went to jail for that. Listen, I like being transparent because I did. The judge said I stabbed her. I didn't. I broke a pool stick on her, and I was jabbing her because I was trying to get out all the negativity out of her because she had to be full of negativity. She had to be full.
I love it. I love it.
She had to be full, and I was just trying to create spaces. Right. This is what I told the judge, by the way. I was trying to create spaces because he brought me back to the chamber. He said, you too pretty to go to prison. And I was crying. I was like, I don't want to go to jail. I'm talking all that cash money shit. He was talking about, come on back here. I'm talking about, he said, no, the lawyer can stay. I'm talking about, wait. My daddy said to come out. This motherfucker ain't gonna be satisfied. Yeah. He said, I want you to look out that window over there, Miss Spears. Because I was Spears at the time. You know, the bitch did a video. I'm an A-list. Bitch, I've been married 3 times. Of course I'm gonna have A-list, bitch. But anyway, so he told me to look out the window. So I look out the window. He said, you see that little bitty tree? I was like, yeah, they just planted it. He was like, yeah. He said, now look a little bit further. So I look a little bit further and I'm looking. I said, them old trees, they don't even have no leaves on them. He said, that's how you're going to be if you don't learn how to control your attitude. You're going to go in like that little tree right there. But when you come out, you're going to be, I was like, let me go on in. So that's what kind of helped me to conserve my energy. That's why I can be calm, because if I get mad, ain't no telling what'll happen. Because I don't remember stabbing her. I don't remember breaking a stick. I don't remember doing it. I just remember she kicked me when I was on the floor. She kicked my knee. That was all I remember. But that's just how angry that I got. Like, I used to get so angry that I would spit blood. I would grind my teeth to the bones, like the back of my gums, and I would spit blood. My daddy used to say, nobody should ever get that mad. And I just grind, and to the point where I had to get them pulled in the back because I grind them so much, and I just be spitting out blood. But, you know, I have to work on that. That's why I keep telling you, I'm a very dark person, y'all. And y'all are too. But I've just learned how to balance it. I put it in my work. I can hex and laugh.
What makes you say that about all of us, that we are too? What makes you say that?
It's not a bad thing.
I know, I'm just saying, like, what makes you say that?
Because most people that are attached to me, they mirror me. Y'all just don't know how to bring it out. And half of y'all scared of it. Allow it to be. You just have to learn how to channel it. I understand that everybody ain't gonna like me, so that don't make me mad. I understand that people gonna talk about me. That don't even make me mad. She fake. Okay. She fake. She don't even know what she's talking about. Okay. Like, that type of stuff don't affect me. So that's why people can make all of that stuff and it don't move me like that, because that's a given. Let me be very clear. I know who I am. I don't understand my bloodline. I know where I come from. My shit is traceable. Jacquet was a part of Louisiana that's no longer even a part of a parish of Louisiana. We're in books. The surname Prophet in books from here to California. You can check my pedigree. Can you check yours, bitch? See, I know where I come from. Do you know who you come from? My shit ain't a game. You just some shit. You done seen some shit. You read a couple of things, and now you know. And most people are looking for something. Most people leave church, they looking for something. But they also are low vibrational. So what will you do? You will attract low vibration just like you.
True.
How do you reprogram yourself? You unfuck yourself. Everything that you've ever learned, it was a lie. Now you got to start from the bottom.
Yeah.
And just one little thing. Don't think I got to master everything. Just master one thing. Some people, divination, they might like is tarot cards. So master it. Learn what all 72 is. Know that there's a difference between tarot and oracle cards. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I had a motherfucker tell me, it ain't no 72, it's 22 cards. But you have an oracle deck, baby. No, these are tarot.
Read.
It says oracle.
It say it right there on the box.
Hey, whichever one you pick, it's right there.
but that's what's out there now. When my mother was doing this, and I'm not even trying to be funny, my mother looked like she was a dark-skinned lady. She would shave her hair all the time. That's why I don't like hair. I shave my, and what it is it's my sacrifice to vanity. Whatever my weakness is, whatever my ego is, that's your offering. I was a Ifa. I was initiated at 17, and Shango has my head. One of the things that I have to sacrifice is my offering, is my hair. So ever so often, y'all see me with very short hair. This was a period of time. Every June and July, if y'all notice, my hair is real short. And then by August and September, I start wearing long hair again and stuff like that. And then you'll see me with a whole bunch. Normally, when I have a bunch of hair, I'm bald-headed, because that's my time of offering. See, y'all want the title, but you don't want to put the work in for it. Y'all don't even understand what it is when your head is claimed, even what that means. I promise you, there's so much more than I haven't even. I thought 3 hours would be enough. It ain't even enough. It's just not. I don't know if I might come in here and teach y'all like another class within the group, within this group, within the Facebook, just to talk about other things that are important to this culture, because that's what it is. It's a culture. I haven't even got on. There's other things when it comes to offering and breaking down what the Yoruba tradition is, what the religion is, because everybody want to be Ifa initiated, but they have no idea that it is actually a religion as well. So if you're not wanting to be tied to a religion, then you really don't want to be Ifa either, because they got a whole set of rules. Do y'all know Ifa religion don't actually burn candles? Did y'all know that? They don't actually burn candles. So you can't do candle magic like that. Did y'all know they don't even use tarot cards? They use coconuts and caraway shells.
That I know.
I haven't even got on stuff like this. So again, everybody want to be this and everybody but you're not being educated. In Yoruba tradition, it's about modesty. I can't be part of Yoruba. Let me show y'all what I got on today. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cute though.
So you gonna make me want to go shopping.
Girl, y'all know this 10 years old and the shoulders used to be like this, but I kept stretching this motherfucker talking. This used to be a dress, girl. I didn't cut it and had it hemmed. Girl, listen, I can't be. Look, I can't be.
Yeah, modesty ain't it? No.
Me? Who can't show their ass? Girl, you can see all this stomach. all his stomach.
My girl got to be out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that my husband let me dress however I want to. He was like, long as you with me, baby. So when I with him, I'm be half naked. I wouldn't give a fuck. So I know I know Ephi not for me. I know I can't be a part of it because now I love the tradition of it. That's why I'm saying you guys can take a bit of Christianity, keep that. There's parts of being a Muslim that I appreciate. There's parts of the Ephi tradition. You don't have to be based off a label, y'all.
Right.
Y'all don't have to. You can take bits and pieces and make it your own. There's stuff about the Wiccan. Wicca is a earth-based religion. What does that mean?
Nature.
The elements. It's based off the elements.
Fire, air,
element,
water.
right. They're elemental magic, and they have their own, and it goes into like the Celtic Wiccan, Druid, because Druids actually think that they're better than Wiccans. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Craziness. But you can take right, but you can take what you want from that. I know that I can't be Wiccan because I believe in, they consider baneful magic.
Yeah.
I had somebody actually say, "Was she a Wiccan?" Girl, bitch, when did I ever say that? Never. But I respect it. I respect it all because it's a part of the occult. I have friends that are Satanists that come in my store. They are tattooed from here all the way down. And my oldest daughter was like, "Mama, them some weird looking people." I said, "But people think your mama weird. Don't say that."
Yeah.
Right.
It's people that think I'm weird as fuck when they see me coming. They be like, "Oh, girl." Like that happens to me a lot. So don't talk about nobody based off of what you see because the Satanists are some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet in your life. Anybody else have any? I'm sorry, y'all. I went over 3 o'clock. I apologize. If anybody else have any questions that I have not talked about at all, if y'all have any questions based off of any of the material, anything that I have spoke on or that I put into that group today, please let me know. If you guys are not my Facebook friend, you need to be my Facebook friend. It makes it easier for me to add you in the group. Duchess Young is it. Now I have another page, Nakia Duchess Young, but that's my old page. I don't really use that one. And I refuse to delete it. So Duchess Young is my page. And you see me with the purple hair, with my little lashes like that. You gotta be a part. I gotta be your friend so I can so I can add you in the group. Teresa, Tiffany, Jacqueline, do y'all have any questions as well?
I have.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I have one. Okay, say if you're Ephi, right? And the ancestor that you're honoring when they was living,
don't say ancestor.
They was opposed to that.
Don't say ancestor, Tiffany. It's an Orisha. Ephi goes with Orishas and saints, not
Orisha.
Yeah.
But when they was living, they led the whole Christian life, and they wasn't with it. So are you being disrespectful by still going about it like an Ephi-ish kind of way? Am I being disrespectful if I do that? And she wasn't with it and she was living?
But you living for somebody that's dead?
No. You know how you honor your ancestors.
But
if you feed them or you do all those things.
Honoring your ancestors is completely different from you taking on a different religion. You understand what I'm saying? Like if your grandma was a Christian and she loved Christianity,
yeah, and she was.
But she dead. Why the fuck you care?
Because I don't want to be disrespectful to her.
You can't be disrespectful to somebody that's dead.
Okay.
What you choose to do with your life don't really have anything to do with her like that. You're honoring her for a specific reason because that's your grandmother. That's why she goes on your shrine. If you want to create a shrine, if y'all see the movie Coco,
yeah,
that's a big ass shrine they have. That's not technically an altar. And you can have different ones. You don't have you can my aunt, one of my other aunts is on my altar. I liked it because she used to pack a pistol and she shot her husband through his face. You know, I like, you know, them Haitian motherfuckers is something else. See, my daddy's side of the family, they are French Creole. That's where I got my little color from. And my mother's side of the people, they are Haitian Creole. So they're a little bit deeply more melanated. So in my family of Creole, we are an arrangement of colors. Not all, because I don't know why people think Creole people, all of them light skinned. That's like the most stupidest shit ever. Like, that's crazy. But they really think that. They was like, is your cousin Creole too? I'm like, we got the same grandmother, motherfucker. She just a little bit more melanated than I am. My mother was a melanated woman that raised me. She was a deeply melanated woman, you know. Yeah. And she had light green eyes and sandy brown hair. You know, we black. We all mixture. So it don't really matter, Tiffany. That's my point. You can't disrespect her like that, because what you're honoring her for is what she is for your life. But that doesn't have anything to do with what you choose for religious purposes. However, I do not see you as E5. That's just my opinion.
No. No, it was just something.
Yeah, that's just
that
but I don't
happened.
see
You
E5
know,
on you.
yeah, it's just something that happened, and I wanted to make sure, you know, was I wrong, or, you know, just something that happened in my family, you know, family drama. That's all.
Tiffany, stop worrying about your family, even if that means you have to separate from them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Because you have to live for you. Yes, ma'am, Miss Davis. I can't hear you, babe. Okay.
Because I'm one that doesn't really know much in terms of, because my family was really secretive in terms of their history. I did some digging, but I want to honor my ancestors. So earlier you kind of touched on the fact that we can honor them even though we don't necessarily know who they are. I just want to know if you could just elaborate a little bit more on that. So this way, because I'm out about to buy my altar stuff, I wanted to make sure I'm, you know, honoring
you
them.
ain't in my store. You about to buy your altar shit? Okay, then. No, it's bullshit. I'm
talking about like my tape, you know, the stuff to put on the ground. You so crazy.
I'm just playing. Honoring the unknown. Like I said, I have my altar. Some of it is more so on my mom's side than my dad's. But I honor his mother and his father, and I didn't know them. So my way of honoring them is I put a separate thing of fresh water, and I literally write, you know, for unknown ancestors. So again, it doesn't have, y'all have to take this and know it doesn't have to be this. If you have pictures, great. But most altars like that we do, and I'm talking about the African descent, we really don't have pictures and stuff. We have things that represent them. That's why you see people have pots and pans and different type of jars and stuff like that. So it doesn't have to necessarily be like, because remember, during most of our times, we didn't have access to photographs and you know, things
Right.
like that. We didn't have that. So that's why we use other things to represent that. So even if you did like make you a jar and you put in there for my unknown ancestors, you put like you want to do like some money for them. Might want to burn some extra ancestry money for them. Maybe that's a good idea that you can do, and that represents that for you. Color the jar, paint it, make it pretty. That's your representation. That's all they want is acknowledgement. It doesn't have to be all fancy smancy. I'm extra, I'm a Taurus. You know how we are. So my shit I got all on Isis, my Isis altar at home. I have all kind of jewelry and shit. Cause she like pearls and so I have like silver pearls and regular pearl, like, and I literally got it from my friend that sell it paparazzi jewelry. I know they $5 paparazzi. And so I really don't wear a lot of jewelry per se like that, but I will buy it in droves from her because that's just my giving her. And I'm just saying I love you. I'm just saying I appreciate you. Even for my unknown, I guarantee that some of our unknown that are there with us, they were slaves. They come before. And if y'all do that mirror scurrying that I told y'all, the exercise with the breathing in the mirror, you might see one of them. I just did this in my apprenticeship Thursday, and they were floored. They was like, I saw this person, and I saw that, and they described it. So again, just because you don't have a name or a particular person, they still with us. You might not know them, but they know you. And they're with us all the time. All the time. So create something for your unknown. It could be a jar. It could be a picture of a family. Don't even have to be yours. But it's what, remember what I said, imagery? It's all about the imagery that you put. Remember, you control this stuff. You control it. Does that answer your question? Water, food,
Yes, ma'am.
wine,
Thank you.
candy, whatever you eating, fix them some of it. You know, be careful. Don't be letting that shit be gone too long, 2 weeks. You ain't changed no water and shit like that. Don't fucking order. You put some big, if y'all like Egyptians, and you don't even know you just like Egyptians, that's what you're drawn to. They love beer. Egyptians love beer. So I always keep and my daddy like beer. He like Budweiser. So on Saturdays for my daddy, I give him Budweiser. And I give ISIS beer too because Egyptians love beer. They don't have the beer sitting on there that we got mold on the top of it. Some of they ain't drink it out. If you don't get that shit off it. But that was a good question about your unknown. Think of the imagery. Stop looking at it in terms of well her house didn't look like that. And she got pictures of everybody. But you can have somebody like your next door neighbor that was real influential in your life. And when they pass, you want to honor them too. I challenge y'all, look at that movie Coco. If you've seen it before, watch it again and take notes.
It's a really good movie. Kids movie.
It ain't just a kids movie.
Well, it has a lot of
free game in that motherfucker.
It do.
Yeah. That was giving some free game in there because I watched it and I was like, they just gonna put that out in the open like that? I was like, God damn. I was like, baby, come look at the Coco. He was like, I don't want to watch that shit. I was like, damn, let me explain some shit. That movie, My Little Pony, you know, like that cartoon, The My Little Pony, they have sigils on their ass, on the side of their ass. They're sigils. The Care Bears, remember the little stones they had in their stomach? Say, they putting shit out here in plain sight and people ain't even catching it. And they do it with kids all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen some the other day on Channel 8. I just happened to pay attention. Like, what?
Yeah, they put stuff for kids out there all the time. That's why the kids, they mind be so creative because they see so much. But we were like, oh, grandma, they ain't. Say, I would half sleep in that movie too. I noticed that they had sigils on the side of their ass. And here I am on my phone. I'm going to take a picture of this motherfucker. This bitch is blowing out bubbles and shit out of her mouth. That means I might not do that to build my vibration. Shit, let me take a picture of that. Like, but do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you have to look at this stuff. Nice question. Anybody else have a question for me?
When you said the Egyptians with the beer, you put it in a cup or like
whatever you
my
have.
family drink. My family drink.
You can have whatever you have. It could be a cup, bowl.
Okay.
Whatever you
have.
Like
they drink Henny, so just like a shot of Henny or something.
That would be perfect. I would not give it to Egyptians though, but a shot of Henny in there.
No, my family.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, that's what you want to do. I mean, then don't give no E&J. If you know they like Hennessy, don't give no E&J because you might piss all of them off. They were like, bitch,
yeah.
I don't want this shit. I want some.
Yeah, no. I know.
So if you know what they like, then give them that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Stuff afterwards.
Huh?
Is there a certain way that things have to be disposed of afterwards? Take them off the altar?
I just dispose of it. I pour it in the sink and I wash it out. The food, you just put it in the garbage disposal or trash and you wash it out because they've gotten what they needed from it. Right. Now, I wouldn't say keeping food on your table, keeping food on your altar for a week because if it's, flies and shit like that, I wouldn't do that. But, remember, Orishas, they love fresh fruit and vegetables. So what I normally do is I give them sage, I give them rosemary. Like, for Shango, I might have an eggplant. I just leave it whole, a coconut, Ilegua. He loved coconuts and water. And I just said it on my altar. Even though I don't practice Ifa, I was crowned Shango. And I still appreciate the protection that he gives me. So I have my fireplace is an altar just set up for him. I might put 6 apples. I might put like whatever he like, an axe. Whatever, and I feed him money because Shango loves money. And if you want him to keep working for you, feed him money. I have maybe over $2,200 in my altar, and I do for Shango.
Wow.
Well, Teresa, if you can't add me, you need to delete one of your friends. You ain't got 5,000 active friends on your friend list.
No, you got 5,000 friends. I can't
don't.
add you. Because there's no way to add you as a friend. There's no friend button on your profile.
I promise you, this profile right here ain't got no 5,000 with the friends.
But if you look at that profile, look at your profile. There's no way to add.
Okay, so you need to look at your settings. It's your settings that controls who you can add and who you can't. It's your setting. This is how many friends I have. 2, and I'm about to delete some of these bitches. 2,097, because 2,907. I don't talk to no 2,009. Most of them probably fans or stalkers, just lurking, thinking I'm gonna post something on there. Let me tell you something. I could be battling with my husband with a 2x4, bitch, and you motherfuckers would never know. Because one thing I'll never do is put my personal business out there like that. Your bitches won't be talking about me because I know y'all ready for some shit. Y'all just be waiting. They be like, woo, what she post? Oh, some positive scroll. I ain't gonna even like it. Scroll. My husband, don't be telling them everything. I was like, I literally don't. People think they know me, but there's a whole nother side. Any other questions, Rashika? I know you got one. You twisting your hair. I know you got.
No, I don't.
What about you, Miss Jacqueline?
Duchess, you know, I know someone said, why do you think we're all dark? Well, you said because you draw dark individuals. And when you're describing that fight, I'm not gonna lie, that's who I am, unfortunately.
Don't say unfortunate. Don't say, because it's power in it.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't minimize it. No, ma'am.
You're absolutely right. But I have spent a lot of my life on a journey trying to be a more peaceful person, a more light, nurturing person.
That's the work. That's the work.
So
it's easy for me to be fucked up. That's why I read, as y'all say, like that. It's hard for me to be sweet.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm so matter of fact. Because the universe is not gray, y'all. It's not. It's either this or that. There is no in between. So how you gonna try to be an in between person in a world that we exist in that don't even understand this part? That's where that chaos come from. That's where the emotions come from. It come from the gray area. So you're trying to be emotional in the gray area in a universe, a plane, in a dimension that we in that only works.
And that's insane because I always tell people there are no shades of gray. It's only black and white. And my mother would always say, you know, your tongue is a double-edged sword and you can cut
I got the
people.
same thing.
You cut people. You have the power of life and death. So how do we find the balance in between those two and insert that into our work and our daily intent? Like, I mean, I am older than you, but man, like, you are the fucking bomb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, and Miss Carol, you are laughing, but I look at your stuff and I have to look at it again because, baby, you are on fire. You are the bomb.
Thank
and
you.
I'm like, the balance between the light and the dark, I struggle with that. And I want to find that balance and know how to put it in my intent every day.
Do you know how simple this really is? And y'all ain't gonna even believe it. It's just one word. Submission.
That's true. Yeah. Right.
One thing about all of us is we fight with control.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm a control freak. I'm a control freak. I am a lioness, and I am in control of my damn jungle. I'm a control freak.
But what is the word that I use? Submission.
Submission.
I understand, because I am a spiritual being, that there is something that controls even me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that the difference on the outcome of what happens is based off of how much control I submit to. I understand that my power is not my power. My power comes from the sublime. It comes from the divine. It comes from that supernatural. It comes from that. This is not even me talking. I give myself no credit for that. I allow myself to be open as a vessel.
As a vessel. Wow. You just gave me the fucking chills, man.
So I understand that I don't even like people. Let me be very clear. Nakia.
Leave me alone.
Nakia Young. Not Magic Lady Duchess. Nakia Young. I don't even like people like that.
No.
If I see people come out, I'm like, girl, where's my purse? Let me be sitting on my couch in there. And I just got to my store. And I see somebody pull up. You ought to see my little short legs. I ain't number 5'2". You ought to see my little short. Give my purse. Just throw my purse in there and close the door. Like, I ain't ready. I wasn't ready for that. I just got here. But Magical Lady Duchess asked for this.
Yeah.
I asked to be used in whatever capacity that the universe wanted to use me in.
That's right.
So that means even when I don't feel like talking, even when I don't feel like being bothered, even when I'm going through my own stuff, I have to set that aside and do the assignment what I asked for. I didn't even ask for it temporarily. I asked for it in all. 11 years ago, when I almost went to prison for embezzlement for almost $500,000, I took a couple of cases for my ex-husband. This is a fact. This is what they like to talk about. That was over 10 years ago, number one. Number two, I got deferred adjudication for that, off federal charges. Is that even fucking heard of? Let's be very clear.
Nope.
Deferred off of federal?
That's right, baby. Work that magic, mama.
So let me be clear about that. So don't talk about me, bitch. Ask me how I did it. That's number one.
That's
but
right.
The covenant that I made was that if you allowed me to have a second chance, I would do everything with excellence. I would honor the gifts that had been given to me, because I was doing black work on me and my husband when he was doing all that stuff, my ex-husband. So, with that being said, I had to humble myself to something that was greater than me. That day, and I'm going to leave y'all with that. That day when I had been going to court for a year, and they were talking about giving me 25 years. This is why I can't let nobody talk about my past and try to make me feel bad about it. Number one, a lot of you motherfuckers ain't never seen $500,000 in one sitting. Let's be clear, okay? So let's get that right on out the way. So, and this was my second time in my life seeing that kind of money, because I've always been around big money like that. It's an energy. Currency is an energy. And one thing I am is money. So imagine if I'm taking all of that and I'm doing some old hoe ass shit to it. Just imagine if I'm doing the right thing with it. I can only talk about me. You ask me a question and I'm going to answer it. Okay? Honest. My dad was dying of cancer. My ex-husband had already been locked up. And I said, I'm not going to take no deal. You know, with federal cases, they don't go like long like that. They be ready. They give you the deal. The DA, it is what it is. The federal DA, it is what it is. And I was like, I'm not going to take no. I'm not taking it. My daughter was still, she was a teenager. My daddy was dying of cancer. And my daddy would lay in the bed and he would speak French all day. I did not know that he was praying for me. So one day I was bathing my dad, and my dad said, "You need to go before your people and ask them." My dad had cancer. It was all over his body. He was shitting white. I don't have no reason to lie about nothing. That's why that's why I can't let nobody make me feel bad about this.
Wow.
When I say that magic saved my life, it did. He said, "You don't have to pay a penance for all the stuff that you have done." He said, "But when you come out of this, baby," he said, "you're going to be elevated so high." Okay. So I go and I take a shower because I always cleanse myself before I go before my ancestors. I went out, took a shower, and I got on my knees, and then I laid down with my face in the carpet. And I said, "Naked as I came to you, I said, naked I shall be." I said, "I totally submit myself to whatever this journey is. So if it's for me to go to prison, I'm going to go to prison. If it's for me to get beyond this, whatever it is, I will no longer fight whatever it is that you have for me, because I realize it is my fight that got me in this. Because you had revealed to me years before to divorce him, to leave him, and I didn't, because I wanted to control it. I wanted to show everybody I could make him love me. He is going to love me, and I'm trying not to cry. This is what I did.
You already got me at it.
So I went before, and I've told this before. I got on my hands and knees, and something said fall, and I just fell, and I rested my face in the carpet like this, and I said, "Naked as I come, naked as here I am. I will no longer fight whatever the destiny is for me. I will not fight you. I will flow with you."
That's right.
My daddy said that I had been out an hour because he was calling me because he heard me speaking in a language that he had never heard of. That was the first time that Isis had ever came to me. And she came to me with a bowed position and her wings expanded. I did not even know who she was then. But she said, "You're not going to prison." She said, "But I'm going to hold you to what you said." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." My daddy, all I could hear him saying is, "Kia, Kia." And it sounded like I was like in this cave. I had left my body and I was in the full of the spirit. And when I came out, I had to just lay there, and I was just like, I was saying, "Daddy," and I couldn't even talk loud. And it took me a minute to get my voice back when I said, "Daddy, I'm okay." And he said, "I've been calling your name for an hour, baby. I'm scared. I don't know what you're saying, and I can't get to you." He was in another room because he was bedbound then. So I got up, I sat on the edge of the bed, and all of a sudden I wasn't scared no more about going to prison. And I had to go to court that next Monday. Normally I'd be nervous and I'd be scared, and because I just don't know if they're going to keep me. Every month I would go, I didn't know if they was going to keep me. I didn't know if I was going to make it home to see him. My daddy said, he said, "I know they prepared a table for me, but I told them I couldn't leave yet until this was over." He said, "I saw my daddy is the baby out of 11 kids. He said, I saw my sisters. He said, I saw my daddy and my mama." He said, "Baby, they made me strawberry pie." That's why ever so often I always give his ancestors strawberry pie, because that is something. He said they had on all white. He said, "I couldn't see their stomach, but they had on all white on at this table." And he said, "Baby, they so proud of you." And at the time, I didn't feel like there was nothing for me to be proud of. I was married to somebody who half-assed. He hated me. He treated me like that. And even me turning myself in to save him, it still didn't mean nothing to him. He said, "But they proud of you, baby. You gonna make them so proud?" And I said, "Daddy, how do I do that? I done fucked up." And he said, "It's just a season." I said, "Well, this got to be the longest goddamn season I never seen in my life." And he said, "It's okay. Just keep going." I met my husband a month to the day that I was sentenced for probation, deferred. I stood before that judge. I didn't know what he was going to give me because they got tired of passing my case. And he said, "I dreamed about you, young lady." And I said, "You did?" He said, "I was supposed to give you a lot of time." And I got my hands in my pocket. I got my pockets full of crystals, and I'm rubbing, y'all. I ain't never rubbed so motherfucking hard in my goddamn life. And I got roots and stuff in my pockets. And I'm like, okay, And he pulls out this big ass, thick ass fucking file. They had all the shit from every account that my husband had, the fake jobs, the people. It was so much fucking shit. Bro, and I'm by myself. My lawyer is standing behind me. I'm standing before the judge. He said, "You are a very blessed young lady." He said, "Because I should give you time." He said, "But I couldn't. I couldn't come up with a number." He said, "So the number that I'm going to come up with, I'm going to give you 11 years deferred." They don't fucking give nobody 11 years deferred. They only give you 10. He said, "I'm going to give you the opportunity to pay all this money back. And when you pay all this money back, you're going to come to see me a year after, and I'm going to take it off your record." Now, they will be able to see that you was charged with it, but they will never see what the disposition of this case is. He said, "I don't know who you are." This old white man, and didn't count it. He said, "I don't know who you are." He said, "But you're a very blessed young lady." He said, "I hope you take this opportunity." He said, "To save lives, not to take."
Oh, wow. That's
That was a confirmation exactly what Isis, and I didn't even know who she was. I thought she was Medusa or somebody. 3 months after that, my husband became permanent in my life. My father passed away. I went to this Hispanic lady. When I tell you the house where I went, it ain't nothing but like land, y'all. I know it was a house there. I swear to God, me and my friend had found this lady, and we went. When we go now, it ain't no houses on it. It ain't even a street. It's like a gas station right here. I know it was a fucking house, though. This lady let me come in her house, and she told me, she said, "You have 2 years of chastisement. But after you come out of this, you are going to be exactly what they need you to be." Now, I don't know who they is. I still don't know. And she used to record them on a CD. Everything that lady said, in 2 years to the date, my whole life changed. One day I woke up Nakia, and the next day my husband said, "You need to be Magical Lady Duchess when you be doing all those readings for people." He was the one that gave me my name.
Yes, that's crazy.
He was the one that gave me that name. I was reading people part-time. And my husband said, "You need to call yourself Magical Lady Duchess," because he always called me Duchess. That was his nickname for me. And he's like, "You're such a magical lady." And I was like, "Why not Queen? I want to be Magical Queen." He was like, for real, he was like, I was like, "Well, I can't be like Queen and Princess." He was like, "You like a Duchess. Like, you're very, like," he was like,
regal.
He's very regal.
Regal.
Like, that's what you are. And I was like, "That's a stupid name."
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful name.
It's
very regal.
I was like, "That shit ain't gonna sell. Ain't nobody."
It's royalty. That's why I love to call you Duchess. It's royalty.
So I always knew that my background was gonna come up, but I thought it was gonna be about somebody I knew. I didn't know it was gonna be people that had so much hatred for what I represented. I was just trying to embarrass me. But until you walked in my shoes and you stood before that, and you had this huge epiphany, and I astro traveled to where she was.
Yes.
She fixed it.
Yes.
I can't do anything but be like this, y'all.
That's right.
Even if I didn't want to be, I have to. It's my life.
Yeah.
I asked for that. So you want to change?
So much.
You want to change? You want that? You got to give you away.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you find your balance. Surrender. I gave a long explanation for one word, but that's what it was.
Yeah. It was perfect.
Powerful message.
Have me all emotional.
I'm sorry, it wasn't my intention, y'all, and I hate to be imposing on y'all Saturday like this, but maybe this needed to be said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I'm just really happy I was able to like experience this. It's like an amazing feeling. Like thank you for the opportunity.
No, thank you guys. I never know how many people when something hit me and say, "Do this," I'm just gonna be obedient. See, a lot of y'all are not obedient to the spirit. That's why you can't move. The spirit tell y'all to move. The spirit tell y'all to get on. The spirit tell y'all, and y'all won't do it. I'm not like that. The spirit will tell me to spend $700 buying some shit that I won't use for 6 months, and it'll just sit back there. And my husband go, why did you? I said, I was being obedient. Now my husband says, I'm obedient to your vision, baby, because whatever you, whatever it always manifests.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it's not me though, y'all. It's me being obedient to something that's greater than me.
That part.
How can you ask for these gifts, but you're not willing to give you? You can't hold on to you, but you want that. You gotta let go. Everything that's happened to you, everything that somebody has said on your life, you gotta let that shit go. You will never get to the glorification of where you can be if you don't. It is not Nakia that people are attracted to. It is Magical Lady Duchess in a name that I thought was stupid and a joke.
Yeah.
That I have changed thousands of lives being that.
Yes.
Whoever would have thought that? I sure didn't. I tell people all the time, how can I scam anybody when I never even knew that I was going to be like this? I never even knew that I was going to draw people in like this. I ain't know that. I just wanted to make a couple of $100 a week, y'all. So I wouldn't have to ask my husband for no money because he was paying all the bills. Let me be clear. I do this because I want to. My husband's a truck driver and make damn good money. I don't want for nothing. And the moment that I decide to stop being Magical Lady Duchess and I'm just Nakia LaKay Young, guess what? My lifestyle still won't change. Do y'all know for months and months and months, I'm gonna say a year and a half, my husband never touched my money. He never even asked me what I made. He still don't even know how much money I make. He still don't even ask me. He don't care about that. Out of all the fucked up shit I've ever done, it wasn't until I started living my whole truth that everything aligned for me. I lost friends. I lost family. People laughed at me. People laugh at me now. They make a joke about me now, but I'm good. I have a good life. Yeah, I don't want for anything. My savings account is on fleek like a motherfucker. How I'm gonna sit up and be mad at folks when I'm blessed like that?
I want to be like you
from the beginning.
When I grow
Yes.
up.
Like I can't. I don't have that in me. Somebody said on my post, and I posted, she cussed me out. No, I didn't. I cuss when I talk. Cussing you out will be to break you down, and that's not what I represent. Unless I'm calling you bitches and hoes and motherfuckers. Well, wait, because I probably will. But my point is, it's a conversation and it's out of love. But even when I'm mad, have y'all ever heard me be mad and going off on somebody and I'm like, bitch, and fuck him up? No, I get real calm and I get intentional with what I say. And when I'm getting intentional with what I say, I don't need to be doing all that cussing because cussing is what you used to. You tone that out. But if I call you a simple, I call somebody simple, girl, and I thought they were going to come across the table on me. I was like, you know what? The simplicity in this conversation. You are so simple. Why am I doing this? You barely can read. Oh, she was like, bitch. That's all I said, though. I said the truth really hurts. So I'm saying to you what I have. I'm not no special than nobody else. I'm just like y'all. I was how y'all are now. That's how I used to be. Complaining, wouldn't stay consistent with no work. Even if it was working, as soon as I got a little bit of what I wanted, I stopped. I didn't build no relationship with nothing and keep it up. I didn't do that. But the moment when I did, I'm gonna take all this energy with complaining and bitching and all of that, and I'm just gonna put it in this. And I just surrendered. Like, I refuse to hold on to anything. Like, bitches might be mad at me forever. You got 5 minutes with me. I'm gonna say what I need to say. We're gonna go back and forth for 5, then I'm done. Like, I'm gonna hit you with one of these so quick. Okay. My husband, he was like, say something back. Okay. So you just gonna say, okay, well, baby, I don't.
What else is there to say?
You literally told me to shut the fuck up because, you know, real talk, you told me to shut the fuck up talking to you. I simply said, okay. Well, you ain't saying nothing, but you literally said, well, you can shut the fuck up talking to me then. Okay. Well, now I don't want you to shut the fuck up. Well, that's what you said. You just did. You wanted me to shut the fuck up talking to you. Now you got to make up your mind. You want me to talk to you, don't? Man, fuck this shit. That's what I was saying, baby. Fuck this shit. You home? Well, yeah, I'm home.
Yeah.
Well, let's eat then.
Okay.
Like that, my daughters, when they make me mad, I used to be like, God damn, I done told y'all. I hadn't seen my daughter in 4 days. My daughter's 27. I ain't seen her in 4 days. Now, keep in mind, she's not my biological daughter. This is my husband's daughter. But I've been in her life for over 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my daughter. Her mama. Her mama don't have nothing to do with her. I'm the one. Her mama don't have nothing to do with her. When they got divorced, he got the kids. He got the kids. Wow. I ain't seen it. When I saw her, she thought I was going to be mad. Now, her daughter, the one she should be raising, she with me, always with me. The only thing I told her, she said, I know I'm supposed to be here at 5 o'clock. You know what I said? I said, darling, you know how you feel about your mama? Yeah. I said, she's going to hate you even worse. I said, see, your mama never lied to you. She just wasn't there. I said, but you lied to her. And I said, and one day, all those lies are going to bite you in your ass. Because what I'm not going to do, I don't lie, and I'm not going to cover for a lie either. So every time you tell me that you say you're going to show up, I'm going to tell her that. Well, why are you doing that? Because that's the truth. That's what you said. So that's going to build up one day. And the same way that you feel about your mother is the same way that she's going to feel about you. Now, you have an opportunity now to change that. But that's on you, darling. But that's all you have to say? Absolutely. I said, have I ever done you like that? Well, no. I said, don't I treat you like I treat my other kids? Yes. I said, in some forms, I treat you better. I said, but why would you do that to her innocence? I said, but no worries. I'll protect her, even if that means it's from you. And you and I both know you can't battle me because you'll always lose. Now, don't you? Yes, ma'am. So I said, if you can't help her, don't hurt her. Stay away from her.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you can't help her, be a better person and all, stay the fuck away from her. Keep on being out there doing it. Because I'm not going to let you hurt her like that. I said, you know that jar I put your ex in and he can't get out of jail? He's supposed to be there 6 months and shit keep happening and he'd have been there 4 years now? Wow. I'm going to put you in one of them too. Stay the fuck away from her if you keep playing with me. Mama, don't put me in a jar. Please don't. You already know, don't you? You rather put your head in a motherfucking goddamn alligator's mouth than to get on my goddamn bad side when it comes to my granddaughter. Now, I love you. I love you. I said, come here, give me a hug. She was like, I said, come give me a hug. We good. She was like, she wouldn't hug me.
Neither would I.
I said I was over it. I said what I had to say. See, y'all want people. See, Jacqueline, you need to learn how to be quiet. See, you think for people to feel who you are, they got to hear you. No, man. Silence is golden. When they was making all them videos, at one point it was 30-some videos about me. I never said them bitches' name not one time, did I? I would never give them hoes any validity because they get likes and watches off of my name. I don't get none off of theirs. But they said I was irrelevant. They said I wasn't important. But you attach my name to everything you say because that's how you get likes. That's how people watch you. Did I do that to them? Because remember, the same people that was telling them shit about me, they was coming to me telling me stuff about them, but I never outed them. They said that I was a thief, right? Well, bitch, you got motherfucking food stamp fraud. I didn't put you out there like that. I ain't said one thing. Because I understand you probably had food stamp fraud because you was trying to feed your kids.
That part.
See, you got to learn how to look at the heart of what people are. I can sit up and talk about a whole bunch of shit that I didn't hear, but why? That's just like I told a lady that came in here and said that her next door neighbor, he sell drugs. And I said, have you ever thought about that maybe he think that's the only thing that he could do? And what he doing, he's supporting his family, and that might be the only way he think that he could do it. She said, well, I ain't never thought about it like that. I said, that's just like you fucking your pastor.
Right.
Let's not judge nobody now, okay? Let's not do that, sis. So my point is, you have to look at the heart. Because for that woman, I said that, but she in love with that man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very mindful, y'all. I understand that things are going to happen. There's a necessary evil. Do y'all get that? Necessary evil. Meaning in every elevation that you go through and that you come through, you're going to have to go through something because there's a test to it. Are you worthy of what you're asking for? Haven't you realized that you date the same type of man? He just got a different face, but it's the same type of dude.
Right.
Because you haven't passed that test. You wonder why you keep getting the same kind of job. You ain't never happy at none of them. But you're scared to venture out. It's a test. What will y'all do? What will y'all do with this information you've been given?
I'll speak for me. I feel very elevated. I've got knowledge that I thought I knew. I thought I knew. And I feel like just a further awakening has occurred.
Yes.
And each time I get a step closer, I always feel like when they say you can't turn back, like when you first start on this path, you question so much, just like the other girl that was coming out of Christianity. And I went through that. But even before I found the group, I said to God, I said, well, if I'm wrong, just have mercy on me. But I have to see who I am, this power that's in me. And I started having dreams. I started having words come to me. I started getting ancient because I said, I want the truth. I want the most ancient truth. And, I started finding about Tammuz. I started finding, but these were things that were given to me. I didn't know this. I had dreams. I had words come to me. And at first, I stayed away from the Bible. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with that.
No, it's so many secrets in it, y'all.
But yeah, so now I'm coming back to it. But I just feel so enlightened. I've learned so much being here in the group and going through all the steps and the kids and everything that you've brought us. I just feel so aware and so blessed. And
Thank you so much.
I can't get back. I just can't turn back. That's where I'm at.
No turning back.
And I just feel so moved. And when I hear you speak, I see God in you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Negativity. And I see how you teach us about light and dark. I was scared of my dark side.
Don't be.
I was scared, but now I'm not. Now I'm just like, don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just be good. Look, love yourself.
Yeah,
you have to. You don't love yourself, so love yourself.
The church teaches you that you got to put up with shit, and you don't have to.
Right.
The only
my real life boring, y'all. The most I go through is arguing with my kids, and I don't even do that no more. My life,
I don't either. I put my son in a little sweetening jar back in February, and it worked. So it works. You have to believe it. You have to just know.
And be empowered by it. Be empowered by it. Yeah.
I lost my job, but I realized, like you said, when you ask the universe, be specific because it'll happen whichever way it needs to happen. But even then, I kept doing the prosperity work. And like I said, that check was many times more than I thought. And then I started working again. And then I still doing prosperity work all week. It doesn't end. It doesn't stop. You just have to
You can't.
work.
You can't.
You have
if
to
you
keep
get,
working. But I've
if you
learned
get one goal, create another one.
And
that don't mean you just stop.
The only thing I want to ask you is if we can get like some more information on learning about the Egyptian goddesses.
Sure.
Because
I won't post it in Infinite Energy, but I will post it in here only because we talked about it in here. And I will also give you guys a couple of really good books if you're really interested in Egyptian magic.
Yes.
I'm going to share this with you guys. You guys can use any deity. They don't have to be assigned to you. It's just a way that you come to them.
Yeah.
You can literally be like, I know that you like this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you specialize in this, this, and this. I'm requiring this of you. If I give you this, you have to honor me back with this. Because we don't worship. We
No.
We don't worship, we honor. So I honor you, and you aiding me and helping me. I honor you in this. And when it's done and you've got what you wanted, you honor them and then you go on. But see, I wouldn't teach this publicly because they're going to misunderstand it.
Yes.
They're not going to do it the right way. And then they're going to wonder why shit is backfiring.
Yeah.
But this is what I teach in my apprenticeship. This is why my apprentices, they elevating in a way they've never elevated before, because I'm teaching them the real shit. Like, it's not no motherfucking games.
Nah.
Anybody else have any questions for me? Y'all done pulled on me so heavy. Y'all don't even know.
I know. You need to
how
go
much
to sleep, don't you?
y'all done pulled on me so heavy.
Energy vampire.
I just feel so motivated right now. That's just like you. Just
Good.
You just really lit a fire under my ass right now.
That she did. Me too.
Good. That's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly.
Oh,
like,
you don't
I
know.
just want to be in a cult. Like, I want to be like this awesome occult teacher. Like, that in my right. Not know, oh, I'm the baddest witch and I'm the bad. Y'all can have all that. I don't want all of that. I just want to be like a go-to. Like, literally, when it comes to MLD, like, she'll go, like, that's what she here for. And not even to get work from you, but to teach you how to do your own.
Amen.
Right? That's the part. Because people are, will you do it for me? No, I'll do it with you. That's why I don't charge like other people charge. Them people be charging $1,000 for love. Bitch, if you charge $1,000 for love spell, is he dipping, is his dick dipped in gold? This nigga wasn't even paying $1,000 worth of bills in your motherfucking ass, bitch, every month. And you, that's why I make y'all do so much work too. Because I want you to learn. This ain't just about him. This is about what you've done your whole life. So if I can't break the cycle on that, then I can't break the cycle on nothing.
True.
That's what I want to give. I want to be known for that. I didn't even know what my goal was in this. Because remember, I just wanted to make a couple $100 and I wanted to do videos about witchcraft because I liked it. I never knew that this was going to happen. I had no fucking idea. I made $500,000 last year, y'all, before I ever opened up my store.
Congratulations.
I don't sit up and I don't brag about that shit. A lot of people, when they was making videos about me, I had 14,000 subscribers and I was making 14 grand a month. Last month, I made $26,860. Just doing this. So you mean to tell me I'm gonna fuck that up by scamming people and lying to people?
No.
I don't get paid off of that. I honestly literally got paid for just being me.
Yes.
Authentic. Yeah.
And I didn't even realize how much money I made the first year until PayPal sends you they send you your tax thing, they break it down by the month.
Yeah.
I laughed so goddamn hard. I said, where the fuck all this money go? But remember, I have to buy products. I actually have a staff. It sounds good. But out of 20 some thousand, I probably make maybe 4 or 5 off of it. Like,
you got employees.
Because you have to think about it. My store, the bills from the store, and the salaries are damn near $6,500 a month.
Okay.
Then you talk about shipping. Shipping, that shit costs. And I ship all over the fucking world. And I charge y'all $13, and it might be $20 for y'all shipping.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I still eat up some of that. And I give a lot. I give away a lot of money. It's people walking here and they don't have nothing. And I bless their game. It's homeless people that come in here that watch me. And I bless their game. I give away clothes, shoes. I done gave away a car because they needed a place to stay. They come in here needing places to stay. I help them with apartments. I put food in their house. Look, you can't tell me. That's why I keep being blessed, because the seeds that are sown into me, I sow it right back.
Yeah.
I sow it right back. That's how you keep the reciprocity of going. But people that you want to be that. I done came here and this lady laying across my door to my store. And all she literally is, she said, I saw you and I've been watching you. And she was like, if I just clean up your store, I just want to eat.
My God.
That lady now got her own little rent house. That lady now that went back to school. I know somebody that was hiring. I got her a job. Like, listen, it's a lot of stuff that I do that people don't even, that they don't even know, that I don't even tell. It's people that hit me up in the group. She needs some diapers for her baby. She needs some milk. And if I feel spiritually led, because everybody just can't ask me for no fucking money, but if I feel spiritually led, I'm going to do it. And I don't have to tell nobody. Listen, people think that everything is a shit show. And what I call about it is you got to talk about everything you do. You got to talk. I don't have to do that. I know what my assignment is now. I didn't know it at first. And it took a year or so of me doing this for me to get it. And my assignment really is just to teach.
You're
That's
good at it.
That's all I want to do. That's why I kept going back on my book, because I was like, what kind of book do I really want to write? My book is literally just to teach.
Good.
And I have, and now that I've accepted that, I have 10 books in my head that need to come out.
All right.
Wow.
So again,
you know I'll be here buying them. Okay.
Submit to that greater God that's in you. Remember, y'all are the gods of your home. Y'all are the goddesses of your home. You think they're not watching you? They are.
Yeah,
because
they
you
are.
said you was stepping out on this and you was gonna do this and you was gonna be different.
Oh yeah, they see it.
They watch it.
Yeah,
You them bitches something to see. My family thought it was a joke about what I do. Now everybody, hey Dutch, hey. Ooh, look who done walked in here. And I don't treat them any different. I say, hey y'all. Submit to the God that's in you. You ain't gonna have to fight no more. You ain't gonna be so tired.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna feel like you in this hole, and the more you dig out, the more dirt fall in. You ain't gonna feel like that no more.
That's right.
I promise you won't. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm still on here. It's 4 o'clock. I don't have nothing. I don't have no lie to gain from this. I'm telling y'all, it works. Submit to the God that's in you. Why do you think you keep going through the same thing? Because you're still fighting. It's not your fight. It's not your fight. I never thought I would find a man that would love me, knowing after I felt damaged and I felt broken. Remember I said there's no such thing as brokenness. You're just full.
Yeah.
And you have to do those things to get unfull. You're not broken. You're not a piece of plate that can break apart. But even with it, do you know in the Asian culture, when they break, if a bowl or a plate is broken, they still use it. They piece it back together. They glue it back together. Because it stands for something. It stands that even though that it's been broken, there's still use. Nobody's here by chance. It's all by divine. I embrace it. I hope y'all will too. I thank you guys so much. I appreciate the opportunity to serve you and to educate you and to teach you. I don't take it for granted that you guys chose to spend y'all time with me, that you planted a seed into me, that I pray that it's planted back into your life. I don't take no advantage of what you guys have given me. And I pray that you don't take advantage of the information that I've given you. I speak to your soul. I speak to that inner child. I speak to the God in you. I pray that you will never be the same. That change is here.
Yes.
And I planted the seed. Now, what y'all do with it, that's on y'all. Remember, your acceptance of what I said made it real.
All
right? So please make sure that I'm your Facebook friend. If you are not in the group by 5 o'clock, please inbox me. But like, you need to add me in because you know how y'all be having all these different ass names. They ain't got nothing. Y'all be like Raging Goddess. I'm like, you were like, Malika be like, you didn't add me. Well, what's your name? Raging Goddess Natoya. I didn't fucking know that. I'm looking for Malika. I didn't. So if you're not in, let me know. And thank you, Courtney. I know you said you were quiet. I hope you guys have learned. There's more to learn. And I promise I will share more gems and stuff with y'all.
Love you. Thanks again.
A minute to
Mama D.
Thank you, Judge.
Love you.
Enjoy your weekend.
It's gonna take a minute to upload because it's over 3 hours.
Yeah.
But it will be in. And like I said, I'll start adding you guys in as well. I say I love y'all very much.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Everyone.
Oh, and don't forget to give me a review in Infinite Energy and stuff too. And on my Magical Lady Duchess page if y'all don't mind.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
No problem.